about to say the same thing. I'll do another one.
We're live. Oh, we're live. We're live.
Shut up, Richard. Shut up, Richard.
Fucking automated shit. We got caught in a conversation and this automatic thing brought us in. Hey, we're live. We're here. It's definitely professional. What's up? It is the Wandering Isles.
No,
it's Friday, right?
it's not Friday night.
Yeah. My name is Ken. I'll be your DM for this evening. Yeah, I know, right? I'll be your DM for this evening. I am joined here by Ryan as Adriana, Kian as Dash, Rory as Eos. We have John as Weslyn, who is not on camera for some reason. I'm going to fix that now. We have Busy as Hatsu, and we have Richard as Slate. Besides all of these tech issues, everything has gone perfect, guys. Everything has gone perfect. And there's John. He's back. Holy shit, man.
Look, this makes us accessible and personable. Okay, if we're too professional,
right?
You know, okay, we get more viewers and sponsorships and stuff, but it's fine. That's totally fine.
We can never be called professional because we got you on here, Kian.
That's very true.
Speaking I am a known degenerate. Also, we brought you back with the glorious tech issues as well. So, like, we've just been nonstop tech issues. It's fine.
That was my fault. I panicked and pushed 2 buttons I shouldn't have.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Yes. I was elected?
Ryan, you're on recap today, I believe.
Yeah, it's head of the idiot brigade.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so recap. Nice and short and sweet this evening. We went into a tavern to try and steal a pirate's hat. Slate decided, no, fuck it, I'm going to try and win it as a bet, which technically we did. I think that was bullshit. We should have won it anyway. He decided to cause a fight, put his foot onto Slate. Adriana wasn't having that, put a blade to his neck and said, give us the fucking hat and give us the man that you promised and get lost. We still didn't get the boat that we were hoping to steal, but in a turn of event, we still did get a boat. And not only did we get a boat, we also got another kid, the sister of the boy that we'd actually won. Yes, they were slaves. No, we don't like slavery on this channel. So we decided we would free them. Free them in as much as I sent them to my mother, who hopefully will keep them out of the way of my father so they don't become slaves to the Archon. You know, ipso facto, some lives are better than others. Anyway, we got on the boat, decided to carry on as we wanted to. Actually ended up going onto a passenger ship. No, it was a cargo ship where we hooked a ride to a beautiful land, a beautiful place that was actually seeming to be fresher and brighter than what we expected. A little place where it seemed like I don't know whether you'd call it outcasts or the people that weren't wanted in Saganatoshi had gone to. We took another little walk through the jungles down towards Eos's lovely little village, where things were also a lot brighter, neater, tidier, painted up. Ducky had been well ridden, brushed, looked after. Kian, why, you pervert? And then we found out that Dash had been sharing a bedroom with Eos's mum. So that's interesting as well. And
not canon.
It is now. And we ended up with Eos and her mum in the shop trying to work out how the hell we were going to kill Dash this week. Bang on, accurate. Short, sweet, to the point. Love it.
I like that last bit.
So Dash falls down the stairs.
Yes.
He cracks the stairs, and now Ducky sinks in as well.
Fuck. That's a weird butterfly effect.
Yeah, well,
Scared the horse ran into the swamp, and there we go.
Yeah, that one step was the whole thing holding the entire world together.
Fence wouldn't keep him out of the swamp.
Well, Dash made it. So. With that in mind,
it was chicken wire. No one said anything about horses.
Eos, you found out that your dad hasn't been seen for a long time, since the events of Ash Rest 7 months ago. In that time, a lot has happened, and though we know one side of the story, you enter to a room to potentially find out more. As the group is sitting down, and Rain begins to make peppermint tea, traditional in Asazaki, fresh-picked peppermint. Did I say pepper tea? Peppermint tea. Fresh-picked peppermint, and it is delicious. What do you guys want to do?
If I may, I have a brief errand to run. Eos, I'm sure you'd like to catch up with your mother. So if you don't mind, I'll excuse myself for just a few minutes and I'll be back if that's all right with you, Eos, Rain.
Go ahead.
Wonderful.
You have
Hatsu,
other mothers
I'd be
to
grateful if you'd accompany me. Something I'd like to show you, actually, someone I think you'd like to meet.
Eos, you're not going anywhere, are you?
No, I gotta figure things out for a while.
I'm gonna go with him because, yeah, I'll be back.
All right, more tea for me. Take just 2 cups and.
The rest of you are
No, it's still being
welcome to.
brewed. It'll be a few minutes.
Rest of you are welcome to join me if you'd like to give Eos and her mother some time.
Well, I'd like to give Eos and her mother some time, but yes, I wouldn't mind checking out this bath that you keep going on about how lovely it is.
Yeah.
And after many weeks of traveling, I'd like to freshen up a little.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mom will be back in a moment, and Eos will take you up the stairs to the one and only bathroom. And
You find Eldrin in it throwing up.
all right, I cast Fireball on Aldrin.
Yeah. We just flush him down the toilet afterwards, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll just move Aldrin to the toilet. And yeah, starts preparing a bath for Madrona, gives her a couple of towels, light some candles, and shut the door.
Eldrin also leaves at that point.
Get the hint, buddy.
Don't mind me. Like detoxing from the powerballs or something. Like, is that what's going on?
Which, sorry?
Is he detoxing from like lack of powerballs?
Oh, he's had powerballs. He's detoxing from the fish powerballs he had a while ago. It hasn't quite left his system fully. Yeah.
Oh.
Blowfish, man.
And as long as Kyle is sick, I will continue. I will continue this charade.
He's lost like 20 kilos in a few weeks, but you know.
Oh man, what's the secret?
Right. What do you want to do, Dash?
Well, I would like to head towards Shuri Greyfeather's establishment.
Sure.
I assume Hatsu and Slate are coming with.
Easy to note the establishment as it's called, Greyfeather Bows.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, just on the way there, I'll just turn to Hatsu. I'm gonna stop briefly. Hatsu, I know it's been some time since I've heard anything of Saga no Toshi. I've been trying to get word to Lissa and Ayami and your family. I know you said they would be in the shadows and contacted when they feel it's right, but given the time that's gone, I'm a bit concerned. So I felt I should ask, how are you about it all?
Well, I don't know yet, I think. It all went down so fast and I didn't really have time to think about it. I know things will go their way, but how? I don't understand yet.
I do worry because the rumors I've heard from quite well-connected people, it doesn't sound good at all. I think the city is not at all like anything you would remember.
As I said, that has been the case several times. It's nothing new for Saiga no Toshi that it goes that way.
That's fair, but I don't want you to not feel like you can show concern if it does bother you. I mean, everyone, I'm terrified of what we'll find there, or for what news might come out of there when we get there.
I don't understand what my concerns would change in this situation.
It's more for yourself rather than the situation.
I'm very aware of what might have happened.
Just once you know you have people you can talk to about it if you need to. Those things are way heavy on the mind. They can harm you in ways unseen.
That's why one should meditate daily.
Very good. I'm going to take you to meet Shuri Greyfeather. I think you'll have great interest in their craft. Excellent with bows. I think you had one on order, but nonetheless, I think you would appreciate the craftsmanship. And
Right.
start moving onwards to Greyfeather bows.
Okay. You walk through the beautiful streets of Asazaki. It's like a lot of like placed stones to make pathing, and then over years of use have created a natural path cycle rather than a paved one. Yeah. The bow store itself is beautiful but old, like a lot of the buildings here. It's made of amalgamations of things that you can find in the area, bits of stone, bits of wood, a form of clay made with mud. It's seared and burned to make I want to say it's almost like terracotta, like almost that kind of vibe, that kind of substance, which is beautiful and painted and it looks amazing, but natural at the same time.
I'll go ahead and knock twice on the door and just wait to see if Shuri is in.
Yeah, you open the door and it has a little bell. Ding-ling-ling. Shuri's there, but you just hear from out the back just a moment basically, and you hear something that Hatsu would be more familiar with. It's the shaving of wood that you would usually do as a technique, a very old technique, to make to making bows, to crafting them, trying to make them the right texture, length, consistency, all of that. And you can kind of see her in the back of the shop through a door, kind of working away on it, and she's just trying to finish what she had started, and she'll presumably be out. But around this store is several ornate, beautiful bows. What stands them out from other bows you may have seen is their intricate designs. There are some with like different types of, like, if you've ever seen like fretboards of guitar that most musicians have, like when they're playing, they have these beautiful ornate things. I love, for example, Mark Tremonti, he has one with like birds on it and stuff like that. Or you have like I'm just trying to think, like I know Steve Vai had the cool
Shout out, Mark.
sort of shout out to Mark, yeah. Steve Vai had the cool sort of inlay fretboards, but using these kind of designs where some of them may look almost tribal-esque, some of them may have intricate designs and like creatures like birds and stuff on them as well. Maybe a dog. Sorry for the discrimination. We're inclusive here at Flying Orc. But yeah, so they're beautiful, beautifully designed bows, and that's different. Each one is designed with something new in mind. Each one is like a fingerprint and very unique and individual. Yeah.
Shuri is incredibly talented, a master of her craft. Take a look. Maybe don't touch anything, Slate, but have a look. I think you'll appreciate the work that goes in here. And just call out to the back. I've brought a couple of friends to browse, Shuri.
You just hear from them, ooh, like that's it. But then they're back to like sort of filing down and sanding the wood. They're using different measure of tools to kind of almost shave the wood, if that makes sense, to get it into the right shape.
I also brought you a gift, but don't rush.
They do not.
Katsu would move through towards the back to actually get a better glimpse of how they're doing it. Because in the stuff that he knows is that there's also a lot of soaking the wood and special techniques to bend it, and he wants to see if they are curved like the tradition in Saigon Otoshi, or if they would curve them differently, like more like an English longbow, or like a horseback kind of style recurve bow.
It's, to be honest with you, it's different types. You have exactly. Let me open up a sheet here. In terms of like different types of like weapons and bows that they have here, they lean into traditional for the most part. So like what we would know to currently be kind of a bow. They have short bows, long bows. They have, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, I think it's called Yumi, which is like the really long bows, I think. Mm-hmm. They have a beautiful Yumi as well. They've also got sort of like a section that looks like crossbows, but it looks like stuff that people traded in. It doesn't look like it was made here. It's completely different and old and weird looking. Like, it doesn't look like his favorite at all, but it's available, you know. They have a few things like boomerangs that are kind of also shaved and carved, probably things they made using leftover wood so as not to let it go to waste. And they have one that looks like one thing that looks like a great axe, but the metal head of it looks different than what you would expect, although the handle of it looks like it was made here. They probably were gifted the metal head at some point, and they used it to make a really nice ornate axe in total. Sorry, traditionally speaking, in terms of how they're crafting though, it would be they have different tools that would suggest they do this in different ways. So they're trained in several techniques for making bows. There are definitely like things like a barrel of water. There are some sticks that are being cured. I say sticks. There are pieces of wood being cured in this water. They also have a sort of a large table where it looks like it's not only painting but varnish and care for them, which is a little bit different. That's not something you would associate to Saigon Otoshi. They use more natural techniques and methods made of combinations of leaves and things like that in Saigon Otoshi, and oils that you guys make yourselves, but this is a more synthetic varnish that they're trying to use. It has a strong pungent smell that actually kind of overwhelms the store a little bit. You can smell it, it's very strong, but it's definitely something that would probably intrigue Hatsu, I would say, but isn't what he would be familiar with. They use asymmetrical shapes, so like they're doing their best to kind of keep it like that, but it's varying sizes, designs, everything. And the string is made of different things on each bow. So it's hemp, fibers, silk, combinations and mixes on each of the bows as well. So each one is very, very, very unique. So it looks more like this is just a skilled bow maker who has learned more techniques than the usual bow maker would and is applying it here, rather than it being a thing of like that they have one specialty that they focus on, if that makes sense.
Bespoke, custom builds, halfway like a museum, then a shop, all individual pieces, etc., etc.
Yeah, and they look extremely expensive because they're very ornate, beautifully designed bows. Like, they are stunning bows. Yeah.
I think you can see why I thought you would appreciate this place.
Oh yeah, what is that smell though? It's not wax.
Varnish?
What is a varnish?
Palpros is used to add a bit of a sheen, like a thin veneered layer to wood.
Why do you want your bow to be shiny?
It's more a consequence of the varnish, like a protection, I think, and the sheen is just a consequence of it.
Sealant.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the wax.
like the wax.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Would you mind a question?
She leans sort of out through the doorway. She just kind of gives like a gentle wave to everybody who's standing in the store. Yes?
Why you use smelly things instead of wax to seal it?
I want to make things that live much longer than me. And with this and traditional care methods, these have the capacity to live 10, 15 times longer than your traditional bow.
Hi.
You get used to the smell.
How is this made? I've never smelled this.
She gestures for 1 second. She goes back in. She's like, and she like finishes it, and then she comes out. And as she walks out, she suddenly just stops on her toe, spins, goes back in, and comes back out with a big paper package. And she hands it to Dash. This is what you requested.
Oh, thank you. And let me just put this down for a moment because I have something for you as well. And Dash goes into his inside pocket and he takes out a very neatly rolled bit of paper that's tied with like a red ribbon and just kind of bows and presents it to her. I thought you would appreciate this given your...
Yeah, she takes it from you.
And as she opens it, it's a very detailed sketch of a sea eagle carrying a bow over the river nearby to Asazaki.
She looks at it and her eyes go wide. She's like, wow. Oh, and she goes back in and she comes back out with this sort of like beautiful frame that she has that has these like cracks in the wood that she clearly fixed probably 30 times. And she's like, I think this fits. She puts it in and she just puts it like above on the, like where the bows are on the back wall and stuff. Well, some of the bows are on the back wall. Oh, it looks good here.
I thought you would like it.
Yes,
You're
I do.
very welcome.
You remembered what I said about sea eagles. That's amazing.
I did. Well, the bird iconography is unmistakable in much of your work, Shuri.
You owe me
these
nothing.
are my friends.
You've done so much for our community. You didn't have to do this.
It's nothing. It's my pleasure, honestly. It's fine. I'm happy to do it. These are my friends. This is Toshitsugu Hatsu, and this is Slate.
She sort of gives like a gesture of like a little bow towards Hatsu, and towards Slate she gives more of a like a jovial hello, trying to match the energy of the room.
They have a appreciation for fine craftsmanship, so I thought they would enjoy having a look around here.
Hi. So does his wife. She also likes bows.
She does.
Good.
I mentioned Lissa to you. Yes. I hope she's in Saigo no Toshi. I imagine we'll be heading that direction soon.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to make sure that this is good?
Yeah, of course, and I'll unwrap it. What is it? What did I order?
Busy. What type of bow do you want? A long bow? A short bow?
Oh, is it for me?
Yes, sir.
He, actually, it would be like a long bow, but it would not be that long as the traditional ones. It would be more tailored towards a size that it could be used on a horseback,
Sure.
but would be more powerful than a normal horseback bow, if that makes sense.
Probably slightly recurved.
Something in between a recurve and an English longbow.
Okay. When you
In D&D terms, talking, it would just be a longbow.
Sure. When Dash hands it to you, you open it, and what defines this bow is the sakura leaf and sakura flower and petal motif that runs along it, and it has a beautiful wrapping on it that you recognize as specifically Saganatoshi silk that is around the edges of it, with this kind of fine finish that gives it like it's been made rough to give it kind of a grip rather than a slippy sheen, but it is still a beautiful ornate design, everything representing Saganatoshi as a whole. Not just that, but on the actual inlay is a very, very fine pink ink to highlight and accentuate the sakura leaves themselves without being a main focus of it. It's just very gently there, almost subtly blending into the wood itself. I would have used sakura wood, but we don't have any, I'm afraid.
Here, your work is astounding yet again, Shuri. Matsu, it's for you. Consider it an apology offering for the trouble I've caused you previously.
Domo arigatou gozaimasu. And he just opens his hand and moves them towards Kian. No, not Kian, Dash.
Busy's really happy today.
I really want that bow, man. Give it to me.
And Dash will just kind of place. Oops, sorry, hit my mic. He'll just place it in your hands, bow, and let you take it.
He kind of grabs it with two hands and bends it a little bit to see how much flex is on there.
It's subtle, like it's definitely got rigidity to it, like so you can make a long range shot with this thing, but it doesn't go so stiff as to like cause you discomfort when you pull back. It's the really balanced middle ground. It's a beautiful piece that Dash legitimately paid just a shit ton of money for. I will also point that out.
I'm so broken.
We were talking about it, and Kian was like, how much does this cost?
I would say don't spend so much on a thing like that, but it's beautiful and you robbed the money anyway, so thank you.
Exactly.
And thank everyone that has lost his money on that. He kind of gets a yaka off his shoulder and he hands it towards Dash and he says, "This is a yaka. This was made by a very special person. Use it with honor." And he hands it over to Dash.
Dash will kind of mimic Hatsu's the way he received it. Are you sure, Hatsu? I mean, I'd be honored and I will take good care of it, but are you entirely sure?
Aye. Ayaka has a good spirit. It may guide you when you want to run away the next time.
Domo arigato, Hatsu-san. I'll take it.
I'm happy that you came back, but I wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
Seems few in the group were, but I'll fill you in on everything once we're back at the bookstore. Just give Hatsu a gentle tap on the shoulder and nod to Shuri. Thank you again, Shuri.
As he taps on his shoulder, he would swing around, grab an arrow out of the quiver, shoot straight up in the air.
Hits the ceiling.
To see. No, they're outside, aren't they?
They go back. If they go back inside. Sorry. Okay.
Outside.
I missed that part, so I was like,
he shoots straight up to see how much force is on there, and he just looks up straight to see how the arrow comes down.
Dash then steps out and just immediately.
I was going to say, do I have one penny dodge yet?
So as Dash
go ahead.
looks at him and the bow and the arrow that's coming down, he looks at Dash and he just smiles. And the moment it would hit his head, he just grabs it with 2 fingers out of the air like, this bow is astonishing.
Oh, that's right. You can do that. Fuck.
I can do that.
You see Dash, he's like, you can see he's kind of like looking, he's staying still, but he's trying very hard not to flinch, but at the last moment you just see him go squint in the eyes. And
Nice.
I'm glad you like it.
I have to find a name for this bow.
Surely one will present itself in time.
That might be right. So what do you have for Slate?
Anything catch your eye there, Slate?
I'm kind of in the doorway if they're just outside, so the shop's on the inside, they're on the outside. I'm going to turn to Shuri and say, Shuri, who does the intricate carvings on the bows of the, the animals and the different pictures? Is that you, or do you work with somebody else?
No, that would be me. Like she herself has this very unique appearance. Like she's kind of tall, wiry, She has a faded tattoo of a specific kind of Slate might know what it is. It's, if not Dash knows, it's a reef wing hawk. So like kind of here. She has kind of a limp when she walks and stuff. She's like very everything is very unique about her, but I don't have to say this the right way. She gives off the vibe that she's very okay with drawing and stuff. Like she's very artistic. She gives that demeanor. She has the kind of flow to her. Like she was gifted from birth.
As very creative. She comes across as a creative person.
And it looks like a tattoo artist, but works making bows.
Yeah, like she has that kind of demeanor to her, but she like Eos would know, I know Eos isn't here, but Eos would know her very well. She's been part of this town for a very long time, and although Eos wouldn't present her true form to this lady, she would certainly know of her and her skills and stuff, and it would be something that Eos would have grown up hearing about, because people come from very far away to come to her. In the heartlands of Arboris, you'll find a lot of people who are very similar to this, who are crafty and very skilled at making things, because this part of Arboris just resonates that energy. And she would be one of these people. Very iconic crafter.
Sherry, I wonder, seeing as you have this incredible level of skill and you seem to enjoy your work, at least from what I can see, if I could commission something different from you.
Oh, certainly. Being kept very busy. What's your
name?
I'm
gonna... Slate. They call me Slate.
What do you call you?
We'll go with Slate.
It's nice to meet you, Slate.
And I'm gonna extend my hand as a courtesy.
Yeah, she shakes it willingly.
Yeah, perfect. So what I'm going to do is take out my
steal her
forgery
fingerprints
kit.
or something?
I'm going to take out my forgery kit and go over to the counter and do a little a rough sketch. And what I want to sketch is it's a wood carving is what I'm looking for, specifically wood. So it's not a weapon. It's using her skill as a carver and being able to be so intricate and to do complex things, and the fact that she seems to have an interest. What I want to commission is a 6 or 7 foot more or less like a statue in wood that can be carved and have intricate design. And to make it more interesting, it's basically like two people back to back that are like, it's the same head that's fused, like a face forward and backward, but each face has a duality to it. So it's actually four faces as you go round. So when you're on one side, you can see like a happy and sad, and when you go around, you see another. So when you look at it straight on, you see two. And I have a couple of designs where I want to have them holding certain things, and one with a hand out, and I want to have a little compartment in it, and a few different things. So I'm just scribbling and floating the idea and saying, I know this couldn't be done quickly, and you'd want to find, the right wood, but theoretically, could something like this be done? Could you work on this? Would you have the interest
Certainly,
to do a commission such as this?
It would be tremendously expensive, but I could do that. Yeah, that would take a lot of time, so I would have to reject future clients for a while. So you'd be paying for my time, but I would be happy to do it.
What do you think something like this might cost?
It depends. The wood. I mean, what do you have a specific type of wood in mind? We only have a few different types of trees around here, but the further away it is, the more it'll cost.
Looking around the room, obviously there's so many different types of bows and shapes and everything. I'm going to say I leave the choice of materials to you as the expert, craftsperson. Mm-hmm. When you hit your flow, you'll know what's right, you'll know what feels right and what's best for the project. I pay you for your expertise, not to tell you.
Would you like two different types of wood potentially blended? I might be able to create rivets and connect them. This would allow it to have more of a dual personality nature. Is that what you would be aiming for?
Yeah, absolutely. What makes this particularly interesting is the drawing. The second you look at it, each person is half werewolf, half person, split down the middle. So it's like a werewolf with a normal, non-aggressive face, and then on this side, let's say a human aggressive face, so half, so like a half a snout and not half. Then the other way around is the opposites, and what they're doing is they're handing something around to each one, so it goes around like a scroll or whatever. And what I'm effectively looking to create after the notes are done is obviously it's a statue of great size, of great importance, and it's going to have all this, but actually it's like a post box and a sign. That's why I want to have that the hand stretched and a compartment on the inside.
No problem. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I will write down the address at the edge of the forest for the Lunarkin for delivery when it is finished.
Oh, wow. Across the islands. Yes. Okay. Well, delivery for something this big would be... I guess for the whole thing, you'd be talking about 45 silver and maybe 7 or 8 weeks turnaround?
Yeah. How do you want to... how do you normally pay for these things? Do you do all of it now, some now?
We don't take credit here, so definitely upfront, yeah.
Seeing the quality of your work, sorry, I'm not going to even attempt to negotiate or barter. Somebody of your skill, I look forward to seeing what you can create that will stand the test of time. So I'm happy enough to give across the 45 silver.
Okay. Yeah, mark that off, and she will begin sourcing wood at some point in the next week or so. Some big piles of lumber will come in, and she'll get to work.
We converted 1 gold as 100 silver. Is that the way it is?
10 to 10, but we've removed Electrum, so it's just 10 gold.
Okay.
10 silver is 1 gold. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm just going to convert my 84 gold to 840 silver.
Sure.
Not the easiest. Yeah,
Sure,
just to have it that way. And then, so it'll be 795 after that.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. So I've taken away the money.
So this is being sent to Hartwell, right?
Mm-hmm. And the little note I'm going to write is obviously that it's from me. It's a gift. The point of it, I think, is obvious to anyone who's been to Hartwell. We know in their inner sanctum they have that wall of carvings which depicts their heroes, their history, what's important to them, and it's all about ornate carvings. So this is something that's that, but we'd had previous discussion about how in the past there was a link between the Lunarkin and the Arcanum and a sharing of knowledge and basically a cooperation that existed and a shared goal. And obviously that was something that I had started a conversation with and done a few things with.
Yeah.
This is a statue to honor them, but also has a functional purpose. That's the reason it's like 7 foot, because they are large. And it's the reason it has to be intricate and ornate is so they look good and it's impressive. So obviously, aside from the original drawing, I will, using my actor's feet to be able to remember what people look like, I will draw a blended version of some of the werewolves. So it's not a werewolf I've seen, it's just one that has the detail of the werewolf. So I'm not actually depicting any particular werewolf, but it has the proper size, shape, characteristics, you know, that it looks very, very good. And likewise with the person, and the idea behind it is the duality of man and beast, and the reason both are split is because on both sides of that fence there are, you know, people who have magic and abilities. There are good and bad, and in the general populace there are good and bad, and that's why it's a circular thing. And that's kind of the message. The message is as much for them as it is for anybody who comes across that area. So it's serves several purposes. That's the point of it. So I explain this information to her so she understands the brief of what I'm looking for. So it's something striking from a distance, something, you know, that ticks those boxes. And like I said, there's a compartment in the center of it, like a post box where items and things can be stored, but it's a hidden compartment. And then that's it.
Nice. Perfect. Excellent. She'll get to work on that immediately, and like it'll take a little bit of time to get all of that together, but she will get it done, and at some point if we go back to Hartwell, hopefully it'll be there for you.
Yep. What I'm going to do as well is at the base of it, I presume there'll be some kind of a plinth or whatever. I'm going to put a small nod to alliances. So what I'm going to do on the base of it is just put 2 little symbols, one for the Arcanum of old, and then one for the Frost Hand, of which obviously I know the symbol because they're of the region and there's a thing going on there. So I'm just putting that on the base of it as well.
Sure.
So
yeah, that works. Okay. And the rest of you, are you're heading back to Eos' place?
Yeah, think so.
Slate, intermittently throughout this, you have Albie sort of with you, sort of present, but hangs out kind of like calmly with you. Doesn't feel like so much like it wasn't told to. It was more a choice by Albie, something that is a little bit more that's happening a little bit more lately, I guess would be the way to put that.
Having experienced, you know, spending time with chicken, bonding with chicken, and in the particular really cold areas, having chicken in the hood and using the tail, etc. It's not something that I would when I say take notice of, I mean it wouldn't affect me, perturb me, or put me off having the movement or having something there because I'm well used to it, and I don't see Albie as anything other than a friend. So
Right.
I would happily go along with that, and every now and then I think I'd kind of little scratches, and then also go, "Are you in there? Are you watching? Look at this! Look at this! Look at that!" Every now and then.
Albie's engaged, but there's definitely no signs of warging or anything like that as well. It's just Albie. Yes, so you approach Eos's place. By now, I would say the tea is definitely being served and is available. It's homemade tea. There's plenty of mixture in it and stuff. And Madriana clearly missing from the group because she's, I think, having a bath. But Eldrin is there and he's nursing a different drink that she made him to help him make him feel better. Rain is full of those Mammy family recipes, so she definitely has a couple. But yeah, as you guys come back in, tea is being set before all of you.
Oh, is that fresh peppermint?
It's been
It
so
smells
long.
amazing.
For anyone that thinks I was not paying attention, I was actually just drawing Hatsu's bow.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
Wow.
nice, man.
Flowers.
Well done.
That is sick.
That was so fast, too. Thanks,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Sorry, I got interested by the architecture of the bow, so I drew it.
Oh yeah, man. More than welcome. Yeah. So you guys all sort of sit down together at this. It looks like a table where books were once piled to be sold, but is now kind of clear. So it should fit the group for the most part.
Where did you guys go to?
I took them to Greyfeathers, to Shuri.
Sure, he's lovely.
She
Oh,
is.
Oh, she made this.
What? Wow, I've never seen her make something so fast. It's amazing how to.
She had a few
I don't
days.
know if the bow's fast, but it looks great.
Wow, love the flowers.
I asked her to make it about 6-7 days ago. I've had a chance to catch up with quite a few of your friends, I guess you call them Eos.
No, no friends.
I don't know. Sure, I met Jess and Julia from next door. They were lovely. They were
Right.
eager for news of you, but
What did you tell them?
I told them that you were on an assignment, that you'd be in communication when you got a chance.
Eos is looking dashed dead-eye.
I have a question, Eos. Like, how long do these people live next to you,
Oh,
to your place?
well, Jess and Julia, I've known Julia since born. Jess,
But- They know you, right?
those two do. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So I've been careful with my words just in case, because I wasn't sure how much people would know.
Hmm.
So those two made it quite obvious that they knew.
Yeah, no, they all fit in my hand. So my thumb, Rain, my mom. Then we got Jess, Julia. Then we got my dad and my not dad. Those five. Then coming to the other hand, we have you guys. So Ducky could be my toe.
I think you're missing some fingers.
Yeah, I had an abacus, but it got replaced by that thing.
I thought we were about to find out that Eos had 7 fingers and 7 toes.
He was gesturing towards the cash register where her abacus used to be.
So,
what did you do, Ash?
More specific, please.
He pushes the cup of tea towards him, but she takes hers. What have you been up to while we were away?
Is everyone here?
I'm quite happy with how she phrased it. What did you do?
Thank you, Slate.
Well, I'll be forthright with you and just Keane's asking, is everyone here now? Like, is Adriana finished with her bath? What's Wes doing?
Dash gets a message in his head from Adriana saying, "You're so loud I can hear you from up here, so, you know."
Bubble speak.
Fair enough. All right, get comfortable, I guess. Does anyone have a map? I think that would be useful for this particular tale.
Slate?
Why do you always have to mystify all of that? Just tell us.
Well, it's useful there'll be a few locations mentioned, so it's good to point them out. So if we are back there,
we don't want to know where you were, but
yes,
where have you been and why?
Yeah, why are you staying with my mom?
Okay, we'll get to all that in order.
Lays out the map and uses the peppermint tea and the teacups and stuff to hold the edges, etc. And then, looks around for some of the, spoons and like condiments like sugar and the little containers. And then looks at Dash and goes, just pushes them over. Like if you need markers and stuff, just pushes them over. And then just sits back to wait.
Thank you. Okay, so as you ran into the book through that portal, I think Eos, it wasn't a one-way. You created a path out for Vathros. So you all went in, he came out. I intended to make my way to Palperoth anyway, and I was explaining to Adriana she was going in. I had other errands to run. I did not expect you to be gone for 7 months. But as I was left there alone with Vathros, he made me an offer to become his willing puppet in exchange for your safety, gesturing at all of them. So I surrendered to him. Retained some awareness, but I couldn't resist his commands. If he told me to do something, it was getting done. I didn't have any means to defy him. Not that I wanted to, really. I was always going to do what I had to do to make sure you were safe. That said, he was kind, to be fair. He just needed me to go to places he couldn't. He needed me to retrieve some arcane components and secrets that were kind of scattered across the lands. Some we had to steal, some we had to trade for, and yeah, I learned what it was to be deeply manipulated. He's quite a master of it. And during those first couple of months, I got fragments, kind of knowledge that I shouldn't have been given, forbidden knowledge, ancient rites, sigils, all things I have no real knowledge of as such. They just kind of flashed before me or got ingrained in my brain. I don't quite know their true meaning, but I know they were arcane in nature. I learned enough to know that it was to do with the destruction of magical items. That's what he was looking at. And yeah, that was the first couple of months. After about 2 months or so, I started to get a little bit more control. My thoughts started to become my own again, just in brief moments. And Vathros, I suppose Vathros began to see me more as a partner. He began to ask rather than command. I I still went along with it because, well, I was curious. I had to see where this was going, what he had intended, and there was nothing, of major danger to myself at this point. So he brought me to Smogrot. Gestures on the map to where that is. I got a what did he call it? A time-locked shard from a vault of some mage that died a long time ago. I don't care to know how long ago. Into the caverns of the gods. Harvested a crystal that apparently was created from the grief of a dead god. I don't understand how that works, but he said it to me. That was on the mountain nearby here, actually, Yakoshi, above Yakoshi, Xiangshan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So he took me there, and then we went to Mission and found a bone fragment in the village there. The village was horrific. It's like a dead village. Not nice.
Yeah, not nice. Don't go there.
No. Well, I was. And just kind of gestured on the map to where those locations were as well. At this point, my mental state starts to deteriorate a bit. I was weary and numb and fractured. I wasn't able to tell what was me, what was Vathros, what was just hallucinations. But Vathros kind of began to help me. He told me to hold on to love for my family, for Lissa, and for you fuckers, strangely. And that seemed to be the anchor that kept my mind from breaking completely. So, thank you for that. And then the last month, 6-7 months in, he took me to Timarot. Gesture on the map to where Timarot is. That city's half buried. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it. But there there's like the burned ruins of an old library. He had me return there to help complete what he called the Unbinding Word. That was a spell that would allow the book to be destroyed. And then from there, once the spell was complete, I had to take it to the forge. So I walked out of Timarot and traveled across the deserts until I reached the volcano, and Vathros, for the first time in quite a while, gave me a command that as soon as you escaped from the book, I was to toss it into the volcano and then return to him. So I stood there and I waited, and as soon as you were out, I threw it in and destroyed it and turned around and left to go back to Vathros. And at that point, he released me. So you're saying the book is now destroyable? And Madriana's sitting behind you on a chair. No, it's destroyed. I threw it into the volcano, so it's done. It's gone.
Well, that's not the whole story, right, Slate?
What?
Don't worry about it.
No, I will worry about it. What? Now's not the time for secrets.
Oh, it's not a secret.
Then tell
I mean,
me.
it was public knowledge for everyone who was there, but
All
you
7 of
weren't.
you.
I mean, it's true. You did throw it into the volcano.
Elaborate.
It just didn't stay there.
Volcano said, no.
So you took it out of the lava?
It never made it to the lava.
Why would you do that?
Because... Oh no, you carry on. You go first.
That thing needs to be destroyed. That's a curse worse than death.
For the person who gets trapped inside it.
Yes. To have something that evil existing in the world is no good thing.
I mean,
Where is it now?
it's the same thing the person said that made the book and put Vathros inside it. It's a prison.
Correct. Yes,
Dash.
I understand that. Vathros is quite clear.
There's also some echoes or something of Stella inside it. I don't know that we totally understand it. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to destroy it. I didn't know enough about it. Also, between Vathros and the book, I personally have learned more in these past months than I have done in my entire life of memory of myself and my journey. And what's more, since we got together, we went to the Arcanum, we were training, honing our abilities. We were talking about raised threats, and the trajectory was that that's what we were training to do, take care of raised threats. And I don't know if you remember, but one or two of the ones we've met, we weren't 100% equipped to deal with them. And if the book is a prison and we have to fight raised threats, there is a possibility that we could put one of those in there, which could be very useful. Unless you have a better idea, which, destroying it I don't feel is the better idea. At least not currently.
Were your lessons from Vathros or from the book?
That's just it. I don't know. All I knew is if it was destroyed, there's no longer any options to discover or to utilize any of it. And if a portion of Stella is within the book or an echo of her light or her energy or her could be gone forever.
But I think one thing we can be almost certain about is that Vathros was present when the book was made.
Oh
He
yeah.
helped creating the book.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think
Do I
it
know
was-
if Vathros did help in creating the book? Would I've got that information while under his?
If he did, he certainly never
Strong.
revealed it to you.
Fair enough. Dash will close his eyes for a moment, and what he's doing is he's kind of searching himself for any lingering connection there may be to Vathros, just to make sure he's released
While you
entirely.
do that, I'm just going to go to Ryan very quickly because he was trying to say something there. Sorry, what were we trying to
Sorry.
say?
No, it was a Magiana saying so much Dash. It wasn't important. It was part of it, but it's not important. I can't remember.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry, but and assuming there is no connection, just kind of let out a long, low sigh. He doesn't appear to know it's not destroyed, so best keep that as secret as possible.
I mean, he's still in the book.
No, he's
There's an
out
echo
here.
of him in the book. The real question is he still in your head?
No. My facilities are my own now.
Do I believe that? DM?
Sorry, I had myself on mute. Insight check. And Dash, you may privately roll either persuasion or deception. Oops.
That's a 14.
14.
You see mine?
I don't see Ryan's, but it's okay. 14. I don't see yours either. Give me 1 sec. Oh, there we go. They just both loaded. They're both private. I get it. Sorry. Yeah, you believe him. Yeah.
Okay.
He seems to be earnest.
You also put her left hand over her mug. Weslyn, what do you believe Dash is?
I don't understand the question.
Based on his story and his possession by this Vathros being, in your experience, my friend, what do you believe Dash is?
Did you ever see him use these things that you collected?
Yes.
Did he use them on the book?
Yes.
And he seemed pleased?
DM, I might. Did he seem pleased at the time or relieved? What kind of vibe was I getting from him? Do you want an insight check on it, or?
Yeah, I'll go with insight. That's probably a better idea.
That's 14.
14. I think that the energy you would be feeling wouldn't be pleased. It would be cautiously optimistic and maybe a hint of concern for grave danger. There's definitely a fear, and handling the book is horrifying. Vathros, it's not just scary. Like, there's any contact with that book was purely because he felt it was life or death, but he treated it as such.
He's more afraid, I guess. I assume in case the rite didn't work. So he only ever had me handle the book. He was terrified of it. But there's this sense of optimism there, I guess. Like he was looking forward to seeing the end of it.
And how did it not affect you?
I don't know. I guess I have no magical essence, I guess. That might be why I was different to anything he had encountered that had interacted with the book before.
What else did you do in Timurat?
Looked a lot. It's a new location to me, so I just kind of took note of the sense of loss that is present there. I don't remember a whole lot. I just remember the crumbled towers and the kind of tattered banners and the sense of lost knowledge. I remember the feel of it more so than the actions.
But you said something remained there.
Something remains. There's a library there, half burned, but it's there.
What else is there in that library?
Char.
One book you found?
Didn't find any books bar the one that Vathros had for me. Actually, DM might ask you, were there any books present that Dash would have noted at the time?
No, just the core structure of the library existed. The books, be it through the destruction of Timroth and the combination of that and significant time passing, nothing really remained, but it was the most stable building for Vathros to use in this case.
So nothing really bar the library.
Can you repeat to me what was in there that he needed?
Not particularly. I think it was just the fact that it was not a place people would go, so he wouldn't be seen. I brought the items I collected.
There are plenty of places in this world that you can go that you won't be seen. Why would he choose that place?
I don't know. I can't pretend to understand everything that he was doing. Not that he was hiding anything, but I didn't know the questions to ask. This is alien to me.
Remember, you did see it.
My eyes might have. Doesn't mean I did. Do you have interest in Timroth specifically? Is there anything you're looking to learn about that I could perhaps impart some knowledge onto you? Maybe a more direct question may help me.
I wanted to think on that. Perhaps another time you and I will discuss this further.
Of course. Be more than happy to.
I will come to you when the time is right.
Very well. And the rest of you, is there any more places or anything you'd like me to elaborate?
What's the mission?
Mission... You can see there's kind of a shiver when Dash closes his eyes to think about it. It's old. There's corpses and charred bones. Scorch marks everywhere. There's the homes were full of rotting wood that leans out at odd angles. There's lanterns that sway on their own with no wind. The trees are glowing kind of too close to the edge of structures. You know, it's like when trees are too close to where you live. It's horrible. It was empty, but it didn't feel abandoned. So I took what I needed and left. I grabbed the and just I got an understanding that this place thrives with nature because no one else wants it. It was nature but unnatural.
Where did the bone come from, Dash?
Let me scroll back through my notes.
What did the bone come from, Dash? Mission. Where the fuck did I put mission?
Yeah, Dash, where did the bones come from?
Sorry, I'm being put under pressure.
Why just
like
so many
sitting in an
bones on the
example.
table, Dash?
It's like a femur from a 5-year-old.
Here. It was just a bone fragment. I don't actually have any more than that. DM, do I know any more than that? The fact that it was a bone fragment I was sent to retrieve.
Maybe. Make a history check.
That is a dirty 20.
You remember Mission as scorched, burned, charred bones, death. What you suddenly start to remember is more. The creature you took that bone from was neither living nor dead. You brought death to it many times before you could remove that bone.
So as you asked the question, Eos,
Dirty 20?
30-20, yeah.
I'm going to give you inspiration.
I already have inspiration.
No, I'm going to give you inspiration on this roll. Roll it again.
Oh, okay. No,
As in bardic inspiration, sorry. So like added, we'll say a d6.
So am I rolling again with a d6?
Just add the d6. Sorry, roll it. Just roll the d6. I said it in a
Just roll
confusing way.
d6. Okay,
D6.
sorry. D6. As a 6.
5 or 6 would have done it. The flash of imagery you have, you didn't just spend a day or two here. You had to continuously hunt this creature over a period of a week. And every time you killed it, you had to hunt it again. The best way to describe it is a humanoid with the features of something akin to a lion. Brian's face. And you eventually got what you needed.
I can remember Eosa hunting for a week. Not a lion, but the features of a lion, but it was humanoid and it wasn't dead, but it wasn't alive. I had to kill it again, and it would come back, and I'd hunt it again, and still it would come back, and I have to hunt it again. Over and over until I got what I needed.
Did it have a name? Which part of it was a lion? The top half, bottom
It's
half,
difficult
claws?
to describe. It's like it was all of it, but none of it.
Are you sure you're just not that terrible at killing things and you didn't actually kill it each of those times?
We all know if I want something dead, it dies.
Low-level thugs, yes.
People
No,
in
this was...
alleyways during New Year festival.
And
So you
if the
also
rest of
killed
us
the
are
king.
there,
This is different.
Was it a beast? A Hatsu, Slate, and Mariana? Like, any ideas? This cat monster is?
Did it have a lot of teeth? And did it speak to you in multiple languages? Did it sing to you?
Did it sing to me, DM? Or speak to me in multiple... I'm imagining it didn't get much chance to speak between being stabbed.
You had a whole week.
It got you pretty good too. You do feel a scar on your side. It really got you good. But it didn't speak to you in multiple languages. It just, the flashes you remember it asking you why, and promising you that you don't want to do this, and that it will continue to hunt you to the ends of the earth if you do this. And he repeatedly kept doing it. It didn't sing.
But how many teeth did it have? Did it have a lot of teeth? Very important.
Enough to leave a mark.
Also, like more teeth than it should. This is really what I want to know.
I don't know how many teeth a being like this should have to give you a frame of reference.
You said a mark. Who's Mark?
Just, I can feel the pain naturally it fought back.
Did
And
it
it said
claw
it would-
you, kick you, stab you?
All of the above. And I don't think I've seen the last of it.
You missed the part of why you're at my house, by the way.
Oh, well, that's quite simple, actually. I'm on the way to look for Lissa
Oh,
and Ayami and see what's become of Saiga no Toshi. I was actually about to leave before you guys had arrived. I went back to Palperoth after I'd finished with Vathros, and I started some work in security consulting. I thought you lot were gone effectively, since I had no sign of you after. Well, I thought I destroyed the book. No idea where you went, no word or whisper of
Wait,
any
do you
activities.
actually think that you were you when you tried to destroy the book?
No, I was under Vathros' command. That was the last command he gave me, was to destroy it and return to him.
When you left us, when we were next to you, he was in your head.
It's hard to describe. He wasn't necessarily in my head, but his command was undeniable.
Dash,
He gave
you
me a
didn't
command
even-
to
you
destroy
didn't
the
even
book and return
recognized
to
us.
No. Well, I mean, in hindsight now, yes. But at the time, it was like being a passenger in my own head. I could see you, but not acknowledge you.
So where did you meet him after you threw the book into the volcano?
In Timurat, back at the library.
So he was able to store part of his essence there. That is interesting.
It was his physical being that's present in this world now.
That was just an illusion in your mind. I'm pretty sure about that.
No, he is very real.
If
No
he
illusions.
was able to escape the book with your help and the ingredients you collected, there wouldn't be a need to throw that book into the volcano.
No, he didn't. He didn't escape the book with my help. He escaped because of Eos.
huh?
You created the pathway for him to emerge. I didn't collect those materials to give him the spell to escape the book. I gave him those materials to do the spell to destroy the book. He was already out. When you went in, he left. That was a two-way road that you made.
But did he come out as a full person, or did he come out into your head?
No, he came out fully formed, standing next to me.
What's he look like?
Do you remember in Saiga no Toshi when we allowed him to take over a body?
I do,
Yeah,
vividly.
young boy.
You looked the same way as that man that day.
I have no doubt
So,
that I did, but he...
If he physically escaped,
Mhm.
why should he possess your body? That doesn't make sense to me.
Have you ever seen a squid with legs?
No.
Exactly.
I saw
Neither
one.
has anyone else around here. He
Saw
could
one in
not
the
go
book.
to... He could not walk the streets of Palperoth or any of the locations we went to. Nor could he touch the book,
'Cause he
I
doesn't have
could.
hands.
because he didn't want to get sucked back in. I could, and I can walk the places he couldn't. I can walk the streets without anyone casting a second glance at me. That's why I was useful to him.
And what of him now?
Last I saw of him was in Timurat.
What's it like when he's commanding you? Describe that feeling to me.
Have you ever been asleep in the back of a horse cart?
Yeah, the slart.
It's kind of like that. And then you're moving along unwittingly. And then one day it's like, hey, you're finally awake. You're kind of taking control a bit again. And then you're a passenger again.
But, like, obviously, this is your body. Oh, do you feel tired? Do you know you're walking? Do you know you're going to the bathroom? Do you know you're eating? Do you know what's happening? Are you there, Dash?
I kind of have the same question to you, Yos.
Oh,
Here, but
You
actually,
poor monkey.
I can describe this well to Slate. You know the feeling after you've had a heavy night out and you wake up the next day and you're not quite sure of which tavern you've been in? But
Yes.
you remember bits. That. 7 months of that. Where you get bits
So you're
and pieces.
saying you were drunk on him?
That's the most lowbrow way I can describe it, yes.
He's an alluring fellow.
That
He's
is.
managed to challenge and take over the minds of 2 of this team.
He took over initially, but then it became more of a partnership.
so what
Which is even more worrying, because it means that you settled for doing his bidding on the basis
would
of
have.
returning something back.
I would have regardless, because the potential price of denying him was too steep.
We would have been fine. It was only 1,047 years. A few months.
That amount of time, I imagine you must have gained some incredible amount of introspection and wisdom.
Yeah. A few level ups, you know.
Dash,
That's good.
forgive me, but you'll understand where I'm coming from. In anything that you've told us, have you lied, either directly, indirectly, or even through omission? And I'm going to lean in like, I'm really studying your response.
I don't believe so, but again, if you have a more direct question to ask, I urge you to ask it.
No, that was my question. To your knowledge, have you lied to us directly, indirectly, or omitted any truths? In
No.
anything that you've just told us?
No, I mean, we haven't got into the details of my interactions in Palperoth or some of the descriptions of locations, but no, not lied. And if I have omitted anything, it's not intentional, and I'm sure we'll cover it at some point.
Slate, do you want a contest of rolls for that, or are you...
I definitely do, especially on that last comment.
Okay, Slate, you make your roll publicly as a insight check, but Dash, you make yours either deception or persuasion privately, please.
Sure thing, Daddy DM.
Can't see if it's rolling. There we go.
Again, he seems pretty earnest in what he's saying. For the
On that-
stream, Slate got an 8, and it's unknown what Dash got.
Yeah. On that, judging by the fact that I think he's telling the truth, but knowing what he's told me and the power of the book and the allure and everything, I'm going to go one step further. And I started with, you'll forgive me. What I'm going to do is cast Detect Thoughts.
Sure.
I'll just cast that into the chat. So that allows me to read thoughts of creatures within 30 feet. One of the important things is, I asked him to focus on whether or not he's knowingly lied, or through omission or otherwise any different type of lie. The way that the spell is written is that I learn the surface thoughts of the creature, so that's not that particular thing is not contested. So the question is either the way I see it anyway, is a yes or no question whether he's lied or not. So the surface level thought will be yes or no, whether he's lied, but no further information, because any further information I have to probe on subsequent turns, subject to a wisdom saving throw, as I understand it.
In the interest of not going back over every single thing Dash said, Dash, I would like to know what your surface level thoughts are in this moment after being probed by Slate for, like, have you lied about anything or whatever?
So it's just you effectively get a kind of a yes or no, basically, on.
I would think it'd be more a general image of what you're thinking about in this. So just describe what Dash would be thinking about when he's being questioned like this.
I suppose you get kind of broken thoughts as he's trying to piece together the gaps in his own memory, possibly, and probably kind of like a annoyance isn't the right word. Like he didn't think he'd have to try to convince you this hard.
I'll add one more thing. You do see a mental image of this fellow here. A purple creature with sort of tendrils coming from his face, with the same clothing that Vathros used to wear, with long pointed fingernails on a purple skinned hand and glowing golden eyes. Squid-like features.
So, on taking the surface level thought, which is, it appears to be everything he said is in good faith, and, if he has lied, it's, he can't remember, so as far as he's concerned, he hasn't, is the vibe that I'm getting. I choose to drop the spell, so I'm not looking to probe his mind or push.
Just before you do that, there's a verbal component to that.
There is, yeah.
So I think Dash at this point would be familiar enough to know a spell is being cast.
Oh yeah.
And
it's not hidden.
He would kind of gesture for you to continue.
Okay. So then I'll just say, thank you, Dash. And then what I'm going to do is lean in ever closer. And on the further I probe my form, my skin is going to start to slightly ripple, like it's moving in parts, and yeah, my eyes are gonna sort of close, start to roll back and then close, and I'm just gonna lean into the probe to try and focus on
And DM, I'm making the assumption I can choose to fail the save.
As with all things in our campaign that involve wisdom saving throws, I give the option of consent. If you consent to the spell being cast, then it just may be cast uncontested. It's considered to be a failed roll. This is generally a rule in D&D anyway, but I want to make it clear that most wisdom saves, if not all wisdom saves, for our campaign fall under the guise of consent. They can't be done on an unconscious creature because the creature can't consent, for example, and they can't. You can also choose to fail these rolls. I treat them as the same importance as getting requests. You can obviously break through that by pushing through that by making them make the save. That's an unconsensual breach of mind, I guess, in this case, but that's part of the spell as well and the feature, but it's also to be taken that way. The weight of that should be considered when doing that. Dash, I would like to know, well, as he pushes deeper into your mind, he's going to see a fair amount of what you have been through. Mm-hmm. I would like to know what he sees.
So it's all of what Dash said, exactly as he described it. You're getting the imagery of the places, a brief glimpse into the remnants of the conversations that he would have had with Vathros. You would see the conversations become more paternal and caring in nature from Vathros' side. There's discussions around, like, Vathros warning Dash not to become like him, how he used to be like Dash, and telling him to kind of hold on to things he holds dear, that, love is dangerous and powerful, but it's good in keeping him grounded. You'll see a lot of kind of in the gaps, he's recalling Lissa, and you can see the concern there. He's recalling each of you. So you'll see your own face flash up. You'll see faces of the rest of the party flash up. You'd see Ayame, Hatsu's family. You'd see the Archon. You'd see all of those flash up in the gaps of the adventures that we've been through. You would see images of his mother, and then suddenly there's connections again. That the thoughts are becoming more streamlined. He's left Timurat. He's going to Palperoth. You see Elendor and the discussions he's having there. You see him at these high society parties again, and it's quite recent. It's in recent times. You get the name Mirel Vodrel. You see Dash doing working as a security consultant for her, picking out weaknesses in her estate, and you see probably a conflict in Dash with how he has to act to gain her favor. You see him writing letters. You see him writing letters to her, to Elendor, and you see him writing a letter to Eos, and you see him kind of moving towards Asazaki. He's getting a ship across the sea into Arboris, making his way down to Asazaki. You see the last week that he's been here, you see him speaking to Rain, speaking to the neighbors. You see him warming up to Ducky and kind of explaining to Ducky that, Eos is going to be home soon, it's all okay, and taking her out for short trots and kind of getting friendly with her and learning how to take care of her. And you see him going around to quite a few different people here in Asazaki, spending more time than he had intended. He's meeting different people. He's meeting the weaponsmith Gota. He's meeting Ishi Kuroda. He's meeting Taira Amino, Mako Hoshira, Rokuya, all different people. You see him talking to Shuri and ordering the bow for Hatsu and discussing birds with her at length. That went on for quite some time. I'm talking like they sat there for 2 hours just talking about birds and Dash showing sketches, etc. And then you'd see him resolving to move on to Saigo no Toshi, bringing Ducky back and hitching her at the stable, going upstairs to Eos's room and preparing to leave, and coming downstairs to seeing you guys.
And taking all that information into account and trying to, piece it together and understand it all. The other thing that I would be probing or searching for, because you articulated that the last contact you had with Vathros is, in Timurat, in the library, and, obviously he intended to destroy the book, and that's what the collection of the artifacts or the items was to do that. So what I'm probing for is any indication that he gave you, actions, words, or otherwise, about what his next steps are. Because he told us when he was in the book that he wanted to die. He wanted the book to be destroyed with him in it. So having spent months with him and in control of you, I want to know if, like some of the other knowledge, like the arcane knowledge, if any of that went into your brain, into your subconscious, or whether he just flat out told you or you deciphered it. So I just want to find out about what you know about Vathros going forward, basically, if anything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. DM, you might correct me, but I believe that I've disclosed all that I know. Yeah, that's it. You get the sense that Dash kind of he knows the spell to as much as a human can. He might be able to point out different bits of ancient magics and stuff, but that's about it. Nothing beyond that.
Perfect.
And sorry to clarify, she for Ducky. He. Was he? She?
She.
He. She.
Always been a boy since day one.
Oh,
He.
sorry. My bad. He. Yes.
Retcon. I just say they when it comes to pets. And the only other thing is a flash of something. Dash beneath water. It feels so cold, and at the same time it feels so hot it's burning him. There's an image that just sort of sits with you, not something that was discussed, but something that resonates. Yeah.
Well, I wonder which one of our band of merry adventurers is going to be the next to be screwed over by this Vathros.
Not me. My mind's already occupied.
Yes. That would be quite the battle.
Darius, would you mind to explain to Dash what happened to you?
I wasn't there. Matrona, darling?
I think he's talking about what happened to you on the top of the mountain. The volcano.
How's physical?
Where you almost killed us.
Oh, yeah.
You almost killed them?
It's a thing.
Not me. I was too busy chasing Slate, but...
So, you know Mission. You've been there.
Yes.
You know the well with the tree?
Yes. I think so, yes.
Was hung there. Long ago. Not so long ago.
Of course.
And when Thrall was, laughing, saying, well, shit, and walked away, I died. Rope snapped. Started drowning, apparently, while I was dying. And I woke up. And everything was steam. Dead bodies. Got up. And towards Ducky. And then Remington arrived. Since then, there's a me inside of me. Yeah, she's nice in a way. She takes. I can't really talk to them, but I know they're there. Sometimes I see glimpses, but never can focus. But she leaves things that I can do. It's nice, it's cool, but as my mom knows, it's yeah. She's my real me in a way, as far as I understand, because she is me, but also I don't know. Like, she can turn my staff into a weapon according to Hatsu, and it looks cooler to me.
If you'd said that to me a year ago, I would have thought you're crazy, but I actually understand what you're saying. So the other you tried to kill these guys?
No, they're alive.
Failed to kill them? Wanted to kill them?
Yeah. Her words were, if all are dead, nobody can harm us. And she raised the lava in the volcano, and it almost killed us.
Did she raise the lava? Because I seem to remember it bubbling anyway.
There's bubbling and there's rising.
I think the bubble was Weslyn. He tried to do something with the lava as well.
Speaking of which, Weslyn, I have
Why
a
is
question for you.
everyone so possessed with the volcano?
It's a hot topic, I guess, Hatsu.
Good place to shop.
Just take your fucking inspiration and get out of here.
God damn it. Weslyn, why were you so eager to escape into the book? I seem to remember it was you that encouraged Eos to open the portal into it.
Don't blame Weslyn. Dash.
Not assigning blame, I'm directing a question.
He's had a hard time.
You seemed spooked by the red-eyed thing.
It is difficult to explain properly without invoking names, calling to the table things that are not welcome yet. It is not yet time for that.
Fair enough.
It's a way to protect you. Clearly, it did not protect you.
Just as well, or you may never have gotten out. Any further questions?
Seems that apart from me and Hatsu, everyone's got someone in the shadows waiting to grab them.
Did you guys ever find out who tried to kidnap Eldrin?
No.
No.
It's been a strange few
Oh, you're puking.
months.
Never mind.
I think Eldrin is still quite confused. He doesn't know who he is, where he belongs to. I think these things will resolve when he gets a little bit more training of his mind.
I'll do my best Kyle impression. What's the story, bud? I'm getting a bit sick over here. Just give us a minute, yeah?
That's
Is he Liverpudlian all of a sudden? What the fuck? It's me grandma.
Shouts, that was the pack of strawberries.
Good lord.
And to watch
Poor
the
Kyle.
footy.
I just want to ask 2 more questions, one for Dash and one for Slate.
Go ahead.
Dash, after you did know or didn't feel you were obsessed anymore, why didn't you search for us?
I tried. I had no frame of reference for where you may go. No idea of what your next movements were.
Wait a second. You said before Vathros convinced you that when we are free from the book, you
Mhm.
get the command to throw the book in the volcano. Where did you
Yes.
thought we would come out if you were there with the book?
I knew you'd come out in the volcano. My command was to destroy the book as soon as you left it and then return to Vathros. So my pact with him didn't end when you left the book. I had to return to
So you
him.
did know that we were at the volcano when you last saw us, right?
Yes.
But you had no indication where we were.
No indication
doesn't
of where
make
you were
sense.
going. I traveled back to Timurat from the volcano. I doubt very much you were going to hang around the volcano and wait for me to come back. That would have been quite a long wait. It's quite some journey.
So for future references, when you decide to run away again, for the 5th time or something, you should remind yourself that we now have a home at the Crescent Pearl. So if for some mysterious reasons you have to run, you will find us at the Crescent Pearl, alright?
We have an address, Dash.
Unless we're
We
not
don't
there,
have an address and we don't give it away.
because we're not
At
there right
the-
now.
Arcanum?
No. It starts with an A, though.
It's the new Arcanum, if you want to call it like that.
Oh, what happened to the old Arcanum?
It's
Done.
destroyed.
Technically, it was never there, but
Hmm.
that's another thing.
Magic is a weird thing.
We have a new friend. She's lovely.
Who?
You don't know her.
Give me time, Hatsu.
Don't call everybody friend. That's an influential use of the word friend. So if she's your friend and I'm your friend, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Oh, Hatsu, no.
Yes, because you call everybody a friend right away.
She didn't kill us.
There is no value in the word friend.
That's a very low bar for friendship.
When you look like me, it's a pretty high bar, Dash.
Alright, Eos, I'm gonna tell you something. I will never call you friend again.
Oh.
I'm gonna call you sister.
Eos gets up, nearly knocks over a mug and just hugs Hatsu.
And he goes like awkwardly, he doesn't know what to actually do. Because it's weird to him. Well, if I ever hear you call somebody else brother than one of in this room, you're not my sister anymore.
What's the deal? You're my only brother. Sorry, Mom.
Alright.
Let me warm up your cup.
Slate. I know you think you have to go through all of these things by yourself. Because that's how you lived most of your life, however that might be. How long, I mean. I'm confused. I saw a lot of stuff. I don't know if my family is still alive or not. But my ancestors talked to me through this sword. And I know it's not about me or my family. It's about keeping the flame alive. So whenever you think you're the only one that knows a little bit of something about anything, trust me, most of the time, I agree with you. So don't run away when I try to help. And don't treat this group as we were strangers. We're not.
Slate just nods, taking in what you've said.
So, anything else you want to ask, or may I throw a question out to the group?
Did you go downstairs?
Yes.
What? Okay.
Yes,
Very nice,
I anticipate the answer to the next question is also yes.
Oh. Okay. Ask.
What is your plan? We came this way.
Well, the first plan was getting rid of you, but that didn't work.
We actually did have a plan. He's not lying.
Very much a boomerang. I'll keep coming back.
It's a boomerang.
Sure, he sells them. You just throw them, comes back. I'll get you.
Come back if you don't hit anything, which is kind of typical for you.
I guess we should spend a night or two here and then head to Saiganatoshi. Does that make sense?
As much as I know that Dash and me want to go there, I don't think it's the time yet.
There is no other time that I can go there, Hatsu. By my calculations, Lissa has maybe just over a month to go until my child arrives.
Children? You're having multiples?
I don't know.
And Ayama will treat her like a sister. I can tell you that.
And I refuse to go any longer without knowledge of how she is. I haven't been able to get word in, nor word out.
I was entirely keen just trying not to fuck up genders again. That's all that was.
By the way, I rolled a d4 to see how many kids she's having, and I rolled a 4.
Sheesh.
A litter.
That's gonna be a busy boy.
So, if you don't want to go into Saiga no Toshihatsu, I can get on board with that, but I'll need some way to get information. The only thing that I know that is getting in or out is bourbon. Other than that, despite the extensive connections that I've been able to establish, I cannot get information in, cannot get information out.
There's ways to try it differently. There's still gonna be forces around that gonna be loyal to my family. I'm pretty sure about that.
I picked up an interesting...
My family knows ways inside and out that have traditions that are longer that most of the people know.
Wonderful, and we can find them?
When the time is right.
There's an interesting point that was provided to me that birds are avoiding Saiga no Toshi now. I don't know why that might be. Anyone have any ideas?
The ground around where your economy is, the entire island is dead. There's no birds.
We'll find out when we get there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get dressed. And she walks back upstairs, back to the bathroom.
After we've been to Saiga no Toshi, I learned an awful lot from Vathros in the book. I have a family. I made a deal with Harrow. Apparently, we lived in Palparoth. But knowing Harrow, a long time has passed. They could be anywhere. Palparoth, in a cell or a cage in Scorchwood. But all I know is I need to find them.
Interesting you mentioned Scorchwood. I have a proposition. Eos, your father disappeared without any sign of a body, am I correct?
I aim to find him after we do our things. I'll have to...
That type of disappearance is all too familiar to me. I would wager he may also be in Scorchwood. Mimics my father's disappearance. My father, I know, is in Scorchwood. I would wager that your father's there too.
No, he wouldn't be. He's a human.
So is my father.
Yeah, but
so was Slate.
My dad's a man of honor, Dash.
You think mine isn't?
Never met him.
Precisely. He's one of the most honorable men I've ever met, and I have met your father.
Once. Briefly.
Once, and he left a lasting impression.
Yeah, but he makes a really nice apple crumble.
I've taken a very good lesson from him, actually, but that's beside the point. I would wager he's in Scorchwood. He fits the bill. And let's not forget, the head of the CRU was the one who sent him on the mission. That is their modus operandi, I think is the term.
Oh my goodness, we're off to blow up a person. Okay.
Also, we have some friends there. I think Fitz found his way there. So we might have to... loosely. But I think the raised threats and the things that we've come across thus far also have a connection to Harrow, Scorchwood. Too many things lead there. And I think one way or another, at some point, all roads lead there too.
And I have an agreement with Vathros. He'll help us get in.
I can tell you one quick way to get in.
Oh, you're back.
I'm surprised you noticed I was gone, Dash. Even when I told you I was going.
What's your way in?
Cause some chaos. Get arrested.
You know, I have a very useful coin that can cause plenty chaos.
You dare not in this house.
Why not? Look at it.
I don't care. You'd be ejected to a different dimension.
Hey Dash, what is that text
now
on the
you
back
can
of the
open
coin
the
say?
dimension.
What this text that
Yeah,
says?
the text on the back of the coin. What's it say?
Hang on, let me just read it out real quick. I've forgotten, actually. I'll have to get you to tell me that again.
That's good that you forgot. Keep it that way.
So how much time do you need to catch up with mothers? How long, Eos? Day? A week?
At least a day, please. It's been...
I told Jess and Julie that I'd let them know when you're back. Should I wait until the morning?
Wait until the morning. I have things to do with Dawn.
Wonderful. I should... Oh, sorry. Would you like to unsaddle Ducky, or I was going to...
I'll do it.
Just going to put this out there, Dash. If you ever decide to try and get yourself this comfortable at my home, I'm going to have your feet removed and sewn to your arse cheeks so that you can walk your ass out of there and never come back.
That's a joke. That's the joke.
Oh, I think it's not a joke.
Oh,
it would definitely happen.
You don't have to be a master at reading body language and, acting like people to know that there's an element of truth in that.
what's the Madriana? She only speaks in truths.
Unless it's to pirates.
Yar. We met the 6th rate pirate. He was so rude.
Pirates would be. Also, Madrian, I don't think you have to worry. I can't imagine myself receiving the welcome in your home that I received here from Rain.
Oh, God, no.
I'm not
Yeah,
well,
just
I
kind of
think
raise a cup to Rain while he's there.
Eos needs a day or two with her mother, I would assume, as she said. But I think we should also take some times off to collect ourselves and try to figure out what is important to do next.
You should try out your bow.
Yes, or possibly Dash now at this stage. I reach into my bag and pull out a handful of, rabbit pelts that I skinned previously, and rabbit's feet, and an old book from the Arcanum. I was like, I have a lot of stuff here that I'm looking to trade, sell, offload. You guys know this place obviously better than we do. Who'd be interested in this? And where do I go?
From 7 a.m. onwards, the sundial at the back will tell you the time. It doesn't work at night, but if you go to the farmers market after 7 in the mornings, they're usually selling stuff like that.
You could sell the feet to the Dreamwake Visions. I think Yori would make use of the feet.
Lucky rabbit's feet. Seems a shame to waste them and let them decay when they can be of use to somebody.
Yes. There's the looming
Lucky
shore as
rabbit's
well
foot.
that make use of the actual pelt.
Well, I guess that's my plans for tomorrow, maid. While you're busy, yes. At least the morning, anyway.
We're running super late for a break, so I would like to take a quick one. When we come back, we can have a discuss about like how long you want to be here, what you want to do in that time, that kind of thing. We'll come back and we'll do that in about 10 minutes. What we'll do now, though, is take a quick BRB, and we'll pick this back up then in when we come back, if that's okay. Cool.
Yeah,
it has to be okay.
I
drank so much water.
Me too.
Good.
All right, BRB. We are back. The cameras are in a different order. Kyle is back. Eldrin is.
Why is it covered in puke? Oh man.
Eldrin has finally stopped being sick in the corner.
Oh.
Welcome back,
Eldrin
Mr.
has some
House.
tea.
Has he though? Con save.
We'll get to that.
I'll go for it. Will I go for it?
That's
No,
me
you're
in the
okay. You're
corner.
okay. No, you're okay. You're okay. I'll say you're starting to feel better because of the tea that Rain Tinchuk gave you. I think that's fair. We're about to embark on, I suppose, a bit of a discussion about what comes next, a little bit of planning, and a little bit of apparently impromptu downtime for however long you guys want. So let's hash that out, figure out how long you want to be here, and what you want to accomplish in that time. What do you guys want to do?
So, you need a few days, yes, or?
Eos looks towards her mom. At least just one day.
Oh, minimum.
At least.
Do you have something around here to train with this? And he shows the bow.
For me? Hatsu.
Not for you. I want to train.
Oh,
But
good.
I want to know
Thankfully.
what is okay to shoot at.
Of course. So, at
Ducky's
dawn,
quite quick.
Matron. You would never catch Ducky. Truthfully,
Would you bet on that?
I don't have money, Hatsu, as you notice. I don't even have pockets. But truthfully, though, in the dawn, as I told you once before, I go fishing. So out the back, past the sundial, again, it doesn't work too well at night. If you go down towards the shore, it opens up to this amazing, beautiful lake, and at the dawn, the light is perfect. I can be my true self. Nobody looks out there because they're still asleep. But there's typically birds flying around that you could easily shoot.
What?
Why should I just kill birds for fun?
That's up to you. But I would suggest the woods to the north if you want to go just practicing. At dawn.
I'm gone. I'm gonna ask the bow shopkeeperess. Thank you.
No problem.
I might have an unorthodox idea for you, Hatsu. I haven't shot in a while, but I could use some practice just to get the form in. You could aim for my arrows as I shoot them in the air.
I thought you were going to suggest those rabbits and things that you shot on the way here. That's only down the road.
I'm never touching those rabbits again.
Good. You shouldn't.
You should go into those woods anyway.
Why are you
woods are
scared of
nice.
every woods, Wesley?
Scared of these woods, Amatriana.
What is
What's
in
in
these
these
woods?
woods? Yeah.
They're forbidden.
Creatures.
Forbidden? I walked through vast majority of them.
Well, then
Me
you were
too.
lucky.
I lived in the woods for months.
These woods? Here?
Not right here, but in general here, yeah.
Why did you live in the woods for months?
Oh, you would have known when you were in the book.
It was nice.
Oh,
It was very nice.
that sounds like a wild trip.
You missed a lot from the book.
Eldrin missed his chance to get married.
You have a girlfriend, Eldrin?
Not anymore.
No,
Sorry,
she was a nun.
Don't have any partner. No. I don't.
Oh,
My thoughts are only coming back to me, and this is what you throw at me. No, that's not on my mind. Not on my mind.
was lovely.
married to
Let's
your
phrase
god.
it that way. If he would have a girlfriend, he wouldn't remember.
You moved
That's
on that
quite
quickly, Eldrin.
Look, I don't have memory loss. It's not like that. I'm not Slate. Look, I just don't have interest in that right now. That could change. I just have other things on my mind. Been through a lot. We've all been through a lot.
Maybe a boyfriend?
No. What is no?
Are you sure?
No,
Eldrin?
he's married to his god.
I don't see a ring.
That's, It's not how that works.
Not every culture has a ring.
I mean, he does have a necklace. That's basically the same thing for a god, right?
Maybe.
It's not how that works. No, it's your faith. It's just something you believe in. You know, you believe in your god. You're raised and you believe in that god. You know, it's like your parents raise you to believe in things, and it's just a natural thing. And I feel like the book was maybe questioning that because I never chose it. It was from my parents, and I need to explore that.
Does Tempestus allow for marriage, children?
What? Say that again?
Does your god allow for you to get married?
My parents are married, so...
Do they believe in the same god?
Yeah. They raised me. Where I got this symbol?
Well, you don't have the symbol anymore, but the symbol you had, we know.
The purple one was cool.
Just feeling my pockets. Yeah, you took that as I look over at Slate. Didn't you? Or... Who took that? I really can't remember. Why we're on that
Do you
boat.
think
I
you're-
hate boats.
Do you think your god is watching you all the time, by the way?
I think he probably has more interesting people to look at sometimes, but maybe he's glanced at me. I don't know. He might listen to me someday. Maybe I need to try communicate with him first, but yeah, maybe.
Came across a shrine to Tempestus, actually.
I want to
think
build
about it.
one for Tempestus.
Well, there's one right here, points at the map.
How far is that away?
DM, how far is the shrine to Tempestus that you put in my notes away?
Where was it?
In the quick location index that you sent me, Shrine of Tempestus.
Does it not have any further? If I go to listen to me, if I go to those notes, and it very specifically has a heading of where that is, I'm going to.
I'm going to send you a screenshot right now of what you sent me.
It's next to Obama Plaza.
I went to a shrine, and that was it.
I like Yakoshi, like it's not the
Is that-
area where you're talking about.
Is that in your inbox?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Shit, it does.
I can't-
It is some days travel away, and I'm sure I will figure out exactly how many days, maybe tomorrow.
So you've been to the shrine, or is it just that you've heard of it?
I've been to a shrine.
A shrine or that shrine?
I don't know what that shrine might be. I've been to a shrine.
A mirror doesn't count as a shrine, Dash. You do know this.
I'm well aware.
Did you touch the mirror downstairs, Dash?
Yes.
Ask
what's
him
wrong
what he
with the mirror
didn't touch that's
downstairs?
shorter.
I don't want to know the answer to that question. Eos glances towards her mom.
I'm
I think there was
happily
a
taken.
secret passage there somewhere or something.
Good.
But Dash is quite handsome. You could do worse.
Mom! How?
Actually, yes, that is a good point.
No, it's not.
Wasn't there wasn't there a passage that we were looking into before we had to disappear?
Yes, actually, Madriana and Weslyn, later, we need to go downstairs for a bit, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is welcome too, but it's kind of narrow.
Dash has already been all over every inch of this place, so.
I've just looked around. I mean, I've not been rude in my stay here, I don't think. Rain?
Oh no, I invited you.
Did you stay in Eos's bed?
I'm just the only one here.
There's a
Don't worry, I took care of it.
there's a pull-out couch downstairs, Dash.
Oh, that's
I
quite
know what the
broken.
bed was for.
Why?
Something fell on it.
Mm-hmm.
Two intermingled bodies.
Dash doesn't know how to pull out, does he?
This is living proof of that.
Your father is in the Navy.
We'll talk tomorrow, Mom.
Speaking of, I don't want to be indiscreet or something. I don't know how to do these things well, but are you not worried? Shouldn't we ask what happened?
Well,
After all the visions we saw in the book, and he's not back yet. He should be back. He has the sword.
yeah. I am slightly fearful that Ash's prediction of Scorchwood is true, but... Oh,
If it's been that long, I think, aside from doing what I did and accepting your father's death wrongly, you should make that assumption that he has been captured and being held against as well.
Miss Tinchak, just to cut away from what these stupid people are saying, how have you dealt with Eos's upbringing, being as unusual as Eos is? That was a Majana's very definite cut across everyone, like, shut up, she's sitting right there, like, be careful what you're saying, kind of thing.
Yale leans back in her chair with her mug. Trusting a major on it with this.
Mostly
'Cause we
learning
were
who
told
to
that
trust is the hardest part. Because the wrong person can lead Eos down a path that she doesn't deserve to be on. As a child with big eyes, all she saw was wonder and love. And the world I knew outside of this island, and even within it, could end something that's so pure. But I believed that maybe just through daydreaming from reading books, I knew she would find her place. And sitting here in this room is everything that makes that up. My family is something that gives a wide range of emotions: annoyance, frustration, but safety, happiness, understanding, peace. There are some families who struggle, but this family doesn't. And I see you all, and Hatsu calls her sister. But I see you all this way. This is an annoying older brother, a protective sister. All of you represent something within this family tree that you have chosen. And those branches go wide, because you each have your own connections to this world. But the roots come from each of you. And I know, especially after having the pleasure of talking to Dash for this week, how much you really mean to each other. And how much you would jump through any flame, deal with any risk to keep each other safe. And as much as you all fight against it and find ways to poke at each other, I think the safest place for someone like Eos is with people like you. Because you all, in your own way, understand. Maybe not exactly what she goes through growing up, but you understand what it's like for her. And you care for her and you protect her. Raising her was not always easy, but it was always worth it. And as I see her sit here surrounded by you, I'm just solidifying that even more.
Trust me when I say that Eos's upbringing was not that far from several of ours anyway. Some of us were definitely more accepted. Some of us followed a very similar path. Some of us don't remember our path. But, yes, it's true. We're all here together. And Eos and her counterpart might be quite the craziest that I've ever met, but still, she has a good sword thrust on her when she needs it. Did you know she attacked me in the school? It's very funny.
Did she now?
She did, yeah.
One of the most wonderful things about a path is, yes, it represents moving forward and what comes behind you, but paths go both ways. Sometimes you need to go backwards to see what actually lies before you. Sometimes paths can be blocked and obstacles can get in your way. But choosing how to handle these obstacles is truly what makes the magic of life. When Eos was young, all she wanted was to have a friend, and she found that companionship in books. And as wonderful as you are, Eos, you struggled with societal norms because you weren't raised that way. Seeing how you thrive in a group now, almost raised in isolation for your safety, I think one of the beautiful things in life is that when you go through something tremendous and heavy and hard, your heart, it aches. But that ache is just love. It's love for something lost, or it's love for something you miss. And there's a craving or a striving to get it back. But when Eos goes through something, sometimes I see how difficult that is because you don't have the same outlet. You have me to vent to. And thankfully you had Jess and Julia. But I can see a huge difference in you already. And that's just a few months of your life that have gone by with where you were surrounded by people. I think you struggle with this form of yourself or who you are, and you're struggling with your identity, but for you, I would destroy this world without hesitation. I would bring anyone down if I thought they were a risk to you. But what makes this group beautiful, from what I'm listening to, is that for you they would rebuild it as a place that you can be. And each of them seem to have their own ideas and views on how this works, but you all seem to have a clear understanding of not only who Eos is, but who you are, or a willingness to learn. That's more beautiful than I think anything. You're all struggling, and as you said, some of you have forgotten things on your path or your place, but yeah, forgetting is part of it. I probably have forgotten more things than I know. But the important things, they stay. Paths go both ways. Just remember that on your journey.
Thanks, Mom. You're right. They're good people. Yeah.
If you ask me, I like Eos because she's pure chaos. Chaos breeds excitement.
Whew.
I still think advocacy is more of a chaos.
That's more object horror than chaos, but yes, I'll agree.
Don't worry about it, Dash.
Yeah, you've
Is that
missed quite a
the
bit. Yes,
Internal. Oh.
you missed rather a lot.
Well, actually, that's my real name.
Oh.
My mum explained to me that the power of my actual name could go against me sometime. And through the books that I read, like The Crimson Blade and all the others, having just a title would help. So, shorten Ikdikasi. Eos.
That makes sense. And Adriana pulled that trick too.
Like I said, there's a few of us that have walked very similar paths.
As you choose
Speaking of...
just your next journey, I can hear your conflict. I heard Hatsu saying that it's maybe not time for certain things, and I hear you pushing because you've got such limited time. But I think you'll find that missed opportunities linger much longer than missteps. Focus on those. Make sure you're not missing an opportunity for something that's really important to you. You'll always make mistakes, but don't let that hold you back. And don't always be afraid of the outcome, because the wound festers when it's untreated.
I guess there's no better place than any other place, because this building that we're in, my friends, brothers and sisters, this building exists within my family. We don't know who the actual owner was originally by the name, but it's my mom's, it's her mom's, it's her mom's mom's. It's simply trickled down through years and years and years, and there's stories and tales and wondrous passing ways of exile that exist within these books. If I want to grab something and start reading, we might find our own little path. Also, the pathway to the bathroom is upstairs, second door on the left.
It's a lovely bathroom, actually.
Thank you. Dash did a wonderful job.
Oh,
Thank you.
Why do I feel sleazy again all of a sudden for that?
I'm quite fond of the bird. It's beautiful.
Thought you'd like it.
Dash. Yeah.
Well, go on, finish your thought.
Yeah. It's good job.
Thank you.
You see a little smirk on Rain's face, one of pure, unfiltered pride.
I was actually going to speak to the tavern keeper. I promised him I'd stop in for a drink.
You need to give up the drink, Dash.
No.
Is there anyone in town you haven't bent to your will?
I haven't bent anyone to my will. I've just helped out. Just chatted.
Some might say atoning for something.
The work outside with the non-squeaky sign, that was you.
Yeah.
Did you also do the rest of the buildings?
Not personally.
You did a good bit, but yeah, you worked with other people for the other buildings, yeah.
I mean, there's better craftsmen than I, so I paid them to do it. So they do a more comprehensive and lasting job.
I guess the stuff that we did in Penzance paid off.
The house?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I was just hands off. If they wanted, someone to hold a nail or lift a board, sure, but wasn't going to get in their way.
You mean you wasn't going to get your hands dirty?
No, hands got dirty plenty, but I'm not the expert. Besides, there was a lot to do. I couldn't be everywhere at once.
We might need that back in the Bastion.
Sure, I can get some names. I don't know if they'll travel all the way to the Crescent Pearl, but
You.
me?
Yeah, we're going to put you to work when we get back.
Sure.
Slate's been busy. Asu's been fishing. I've been working.
Is that where you put the coin down from Remington then?
It's home.
It's home.
Kind of makes sense, I guess. That's where we all started.
I was thinking about either that or Beyond the Sundial, but felt right.
Yeah.
Your mum's garden might become a bit congested if we were to do that, though.
Yeah, I don't know how strong, because the undercroft goes under, and then, yeah, I'm not an architect.
Doesn't leave us much room to dig a cellar out, you know, that kind of thing.
Could you imagine?
So we're staying here for a couple of days. Short term, I'm going to go get a drink in the tavern. After that, I'd like to go to Saigon Otoshi. What are your thoughts from there?
Where are you sleeping tonight?
I'll pay for a room at the tavern.
Okay.
I'll get my stuff from upstairs. I didn't exactly make the bed just yet because I didn't anticipate.
It's 4:30 in the afternoon, Dash.
I know. I make it before I sleep. What can I say? I'll go make it now.
Yeah, so
I'll
I'm
get
going
my
to get
stuff.
the sheets washed in time for bed now.
Oh, you know I can do the fire and...
Oh, you're going to set fire to them? That's probably a good idea, actually.
Eos, we've discussed this. No fire in the house, please.
I was thinking about boiling them, Mom, not fire. Not this time.
Well, if excuse me for a couple of moments, I'll go and I'll tidy up. I'll grab my stuff and leave it perfectly tidy for you. Cool. Be right back. Dash trots off to go upstairs and tidy up.
Weslyn,
Takes a long time. The place is in shit. It doesn't.
do you think he's possessed?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'll know when the time comes.
Okay.
But the time is not now.
Guys, do you want more tea?
No, I think I'm going to head off with Hatsu to this lake you were saying about. Get some practice in on the way and stretch myself out.
There's a real nice rock to sit on. It's lovely.
Ready when you are, Hatsu.
3, 2, 1, gun.
So, my friends, I ask you this. How long are we staying in Azazaki?
3 days?
Is that how long it'll take Dash to clean her room?
At least. Their socks are standing up by themselves. It's like,
No.
Oh, ban this stream so fast.
It's a student's bedroom.
Especially based on that, Eos said she only needs 1 day, and based on those socks, also 1 day.
Wow.
I mean, Slate has seen Dash's memories. He's seen some shit that I didn't describe, so Slate's just probably traumatized. No, I joke.
It's not
Rein it
the
back
only
in.
squiddling tentacle thing.
Wow. Nah,
I was
just Dash is back 5 minutes later with his backpack and his stuff. The room's tidy.
Dash, did you remember to make the bed?
I did, yes.
Excellent, because she will burn you alive.
No. Rain, thank you again for your hospitality. It's meant the world to me.
Oh, you're not going to leave now. You're going to say goodbye before you go, surely.
Absolutely, but just for putting me up here for
Just
a week, it's far too kind.
tell them in the tavern that I sent you. They won't shut you, okay?
That's even kinder.
Unless
you
you'd like
leaving,
to
Dash?
sleep in the Undercroft, we can set up a sleeping area for you if you prefer.
No, it's okay. It's quite all right. I'll go stay in the tavern. I assume the rest of you might need rooms as well.
Undercroft is fine for me.
Of course.
If that's okay with you, yes.
It's perfectly fine. It's like, you know it. It's like way bigger than the house. There's couches and reading nooks everywhere.
It is big on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a nightlight down there?
Oh, there's candles.
Oh, I thought I saw something glowing when I was down there.
Probably the candles.
Anyone fancy a drink then?
I'll go.
I'll go with you. I won't drink, but I'll go with you.
I think that's wise, Eldrin, after the day you've had.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog.
Maybe some tonic.
No,
Without
it's
the gin.
Seltzer water or something.
Sprite.
Yeah.
few
Flat
electrolytes. Few
Designated-
electrolytes, be fine.
Designated slart driver.
My goodness.
Yeah. All right. So 3 days. Is that agreed upon? Was it 3 days you said?
As in 2 nights, leave on the 3rd day.
I would take it that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I took it as, yeah. Okay.
I guess 3 amigos are going for a pint.
Yeah, Majiana and Hatsu are already on their way to the lake.
Okay. For the purposes of like we're kind of nearing the end. We're not quite there. So like, but we are nearing the end. So for the purposes of this, we will do this a little bit more quick fire than RP, unless there are specific moments that you guys want to RP out. And maybe we can kind of reach the end of your 3 days in Asazaki by the end. Then if we are at a bit of a tempo, that doesn't mean don't RP. That doesn't mean you can't do what you see is right in the moment. But let's try and accumulate the 3 days together if we can a little bit.
I have a question for Weslyn, which will help with this. Where is Weslyn staying? I mean, so far the options are the tavern or the Undercroft.
There's a nice forest out there too, Wesley.
Well, yeah, it depends on what the forest says.
So far we've been told it's forbidden. That's what you said.
It is forbidden. But with Hatsu and Amadriana going out there, I think he will go out with them, partly to keep an eye on them and partly to keep an eye on the woods. Because this is Arboreus. And it will get him deeper into the woods, so he can make himself known.
Once we reach, then if we're going to go into what we're doing, once we reach the lake, the Magiana's plan is to basically set up the slot in a way that it's kind of like on the embankment as such to the lake, so that and she's going to set it up nicely with some cushioning, some blankets, that kind of thing, so that essentially all 3 of them could easily like sit in it and even lay in it to go to sleep under the stars, that kind of thing.
So Asazaki is a small island in the heart of a lake that you walk to by land bridge. So what you're sitting is facing the lake itself that you're in the middle of, kind of like in this heart zone, and you can see land further over, but it is a good distance. So like you do, like it's a couple like miles, I guess, by D&D terms, further out. So like you do have that space of the water to use.
Yeah. The idea being then looking back at Asazaki and seeing like, I'm guessing we'd see the lights of it a little bit over the water and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so if
like
you
a
use the
distant
slart to go
lighting.
across, there's 2 areas. You can see it on the map, but there's 2 areas. One is a little island isolated by itself with some trees on it, and then the other thing is Asazaki itself, and then on the mainland, obviously, there's Gitai and all sorts of stuff going on. But you have, if you're on that little island by itself, a little bit more isolated, you use the slart to get across. It would take like about 20 minutes probably to get there, and it's a nice little area. So you can see Asazaki kind of ahead of you or behind you, depending where you're sitting on it,
Yeah, perfect. Like I said, just set it up so that we can use it to sit on, to sleep on, just essentially just chill, relax, take a breather kind of thing. And Majiana essentially would be asking, both Hatsu and Weslyn to look out, keep an eye in, she'll be doing it when she would consider it to be the least likely to be seen, where she could stretch her wings and kind of
Sure.
fly out around the lake and stuff and across the water and that, like dipping her hands into the water, that kind of thing. Just basically stretching herself out. And obviously conversing with Hatsu and Weslyn in general. There is questions she wants to ask of Weslyn, but she knows that this doesn't feel like the right time to be asking them.
And what are you guys doing here? You want to shoot arrows, is it? You want to... What was the purpose of both of you specifically coming here? Was it just to stretch and fly? Is that like you just wanted a bit of
for Madriana, it was she wanted to, because we were stuck in that book for so long, and since then we've been moving in here, moving in there, stuck in a boat. She hasn't really been able to just let loose. So the idea is she's like, you know, full wing sprinting around, like really stretching the wings out and stuff, you know, getting rid of any, you know, aches or pains from it and that kind of stuff, do you know? That's her purpose there anyway.
And Hatsu?
Hatsu would also use the opportunity to get more in tune with the bow. And at one night, Madriana, maybe Weslyn, I don't know what he's doing, but they would probably see Hatsu do his routines, especially with the trees. And it's like almost night, but it's not pitch black. It's still in a way that you could see what Hatsu is doing. And you would see as he takes a leap, walks up a tree as high as he can, then jumps, his usual thing. Then he would fall slowly down in his cat posture that Madriana has seen before. And just when he was about to touch the ground, he would disappear. And you would see him back in the tree, jumping against the tree, top, falling back down. Over and over. The next day he would tinker around with his alchemist kit, and he would try to make use the stuff that the guys got him from the anglerfish, and try to figure out to make like a poisonous coating. And he would try to prepare some of his shuriken to have like a poison coating.
Before you do that, I think you make the coating, but you apply it later because poison expires, I think, on items.
Yeah.
So
that way.
I'll do it that way if that's okay, just because of D&D rules, I still want to stick within that. But what I'll do is...
If I see Hatsu trying to do this concoction...
Yeah.
Hatsu, do you need any help with that? I'm quite good with my hands, and looks like you're doing a lot of mixing and different things. I can't tell what you're doing, but you seem to be using your hands quite a lot. I'm quite adept.
Well, I'm trying to do a tincture to upscale the potential of some of my weapons. Traditionally, they are made a little different. I just try to make sense out of this substance. But it would be nice if you would assist.
Okay, you tell me what to do, and I'll see if I can do it for you.
Well, first of
Essentially.
all, we have to find out which of these are most potent. But to do that, we have to boil them down.
I'm not tasting it, if that's what you're asking.
No, not you. And he would try different tinctures, and he would actually go for something that is big enough to not die from the first impact of a shuriken. Like maybe a deer or something, to test out how potent the poison would be. That would be like most of the next day's evening, I would say. So to test out which doses of which does actually work.
You're super
And he would
far
follow
ahead
like the deer
because
and stuff. Yeah.
We need a roll to make sure you can make the poison, but assuming you can, we'll do that. If you have your alchemist kit, or poisonous kit, I will get you to roll it for me, please, and adding relevant proficiencies. And you can have advantage because the Majoran is helping you.
Oi. An 8. That would be a net 1 without the advantage.
Jeez.
I'm gonna take my inspiration. I'm gonna reroll that.
All right, yeah, sure.
Fuck's sake! It's a 6.
A 6. You actually rolled it with advantage again, which is really funny. It should be a single if you're rolling with inspiration, but it's fine.
I'm cursed. I'm gonna find a mirror and then everything is good.
You have the worst luck for rerolls, honestly.
It is crazy. I have marked off your inspiration. The 8. Okay. So you do manage to make a poison, but only one vial, one use. I've put it on you, so you have the information about it. You can put this. Oh, sorry, this might be the wrong one. Actually, 1 second. Or did they change the properties of poison? Okay, I'll say you can put it on your thing. I'll work out the kind of damage it does later because there is actually a thing for that. It's just not there on the actual sheet, but you can add it, but it'll only be enough for one. So you can test it, but it would consume it, or you can wait and use it at a time of your choosing. That's up to you, but you wouldn't have enough to do both. With an 8, it's not enough.
All right.
Yeah. Oops. The other notable thing, not the first night, but the second night, would be an eclipse, both moons, which is something that happens, not super uncommon. It happens a few times a year, but it's just a notable thing that is a lot darker right now.
As Hatsu sees the moon and watches the bow, he actually starts shooting with it after they worked on the poison and stuff. So it's more like a meditative state for him and relaxation, get used to the bow.
Yeah.
And after a few shots, he would look over to Amadriana and he would say, I think I found its name.
Oh? Do enlighten me.
Oh, the name of this bow. You see, every weapon has a soul that needs to be explored. This one is called Guren Okyu.
It's a bit of a mouthful, but fair.
It represents the crimson moon. It represents the fire of my ancestors. It represents the cherry blossoms. And it represents the dedication that was needed to craft this weapon.
I pull the two blades out of my wings, one out of each wing. Do you want to know what my weapons are called?
No.
I'm going to tell you anyway. This is blade 1. And this is blade 2.
That checks out.
I was fully sure you were going to say fucking you, honestly.
Regarding to that, Hatsu would react. I hope Ropa lets me rule of cool it.
Let's see. What are you doing?
Ends if you're rolling that one again.
He looks at Amadriana and he says, well, if you don't find a real name for your weapon, you can never do this. And he gets the blade out, Kazujoba, and he's striking a mosquito in half, which leads to it to die with 0 hit points. And as that happens, he whispers something you can't understand at all. And even if you would, it would be gibberish to you. But behind him, you see this massive, giant red dragon curling up into the sky. And look at you with deep red eyes, ready to enhance whatever there's about to come. And you see Hatsu's eyes glowing red. And he looks at you and says, it's only one moment where you have to realize that if you follow in the footsteps of an idea, you are never alone. And if your weapons don't have names, they don't have souls, they don't have purpose.
First of all, the dragon's cool. Second of all, I think you find it's magic doing that, not a soul. Third of all, my blades have plenty of souls, or they will have when they take them. And I put them
But
back
if you
in my
take a
rings.
soul, it's not their soul, it's somebody else's soul. And it's not magic. It's the will of hundreds and hundreds of people that did fight for one goal and left their soul in this sword to keep it on, to move forward. And you're right, the dragon is cool as shit.
Also, a giant red dragon in the sky. It's a little bit of a giveaway as to where we are. So maybe be a little bit more careful where you get that thing out.
We're all gonna die!
She just taps you on the shoulder and walks away.
Just people in the town screaming about it. I'll say it was at a very...
Dragon!
I'll say it was at a specifically late moment. There wasn't really anybody to witness such a thing.
It's like the firework from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Pushes Gandalf into the lake.
I don't understand, Weslyn. Is she jealous or I don't understand people. Ayame would have glowing eyes and would ask me if she can try it. How you feeling, Wes?
About your magic or in general?
In general, I think I can maybe understand a little bit from what I've seen.
I am awake.
Is that your final statement on that?
For now, yes.
Then, welcome in the awakened world.
Thank you. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not. Here.
That's the beauty of the way, I guess, to figure it out.
It's true. Point, I'll find out why.
I guess we are all at that point. I think nobody of us knows why. But I'm happy that we're in it together.
Just be careful.
I hope we look after each other so we don't get in much trouble. You have very good eyes, Weslyn.
Doesn't take good eyes to see that. Adriana's right.
Well, it's more like a power move if you finish it up, you know.
There's always something more powerful waiting.
I know.
Wings.
I know.
But let's not attract it, shall we? Discretion, Hatsu. Sometimes a much more powerful move.
I know I was discreet my whole life.
That wasn't discreet.
Do you know how itchy it is if you can't take off the scarf for 25 plus years?
How itchy is that mask, Hatsu?
Super itchy.
You've not taken it off.
Oh no.
You got more discipline with that mask than you did with that dragon.
Yeah, one was an oath. The other one is rule of cool. How? Like, I get it. Nobody should really know who you are. But on the other hand, you should represent something that people want to remember, to understand the idea that you're fighting for, to understand why. And I feel like you have to leave some impression.
Those moments come when they're fated to come.
I know. I learned something new and I did want to show it off.
That one is a very large showing off. It's one thing to show a cool...
It's my grandpa.
Your grandpa. You've trapped your grandfather in a dragon?
No. He did lead the essence of the Toshitsugu into that sword. That has never happened before.
Isn't that like necromancy?
No.
How is it
We're not magicians in our family. That was the Maleficums, not us.
It comes in many different forms and has many different names, traditions. There is a lot of old magic that does some very strange stuff.
Let's say the Toshitsugu learned to harvest the energy of nature. It's more about the elements.
I would be very careful harvesting nature. Well,
It's less dangerous than cutting your finger off while dragging your... Trust me on that.
I wouldn't know.
I lost my left thumb almost like 5 times while practicing.
It's probably good that you still have your thumb.
Agreed. How's Chicken doing?
Chicken is about to go on a mission.
On a mission?
Yes.
Why does he have a mission?
Because I'm to send him on one. It
Is that
important.
part of the portal escape from the book?
No. It is a formality that must be done. One that I have yet to do since awakening. One that I have been preparing for.
Has that something to do with the creature that was behind you when you were just doing stuff in the volcano thing?
It is wise to not bring it to mind.
That's why I said person.
Keep it from your mind.
I think I can't forget that.
Imagine
Everything. There's so
Imagine
much
the lake.
stuff that happened in half an hour. I don't know, man. It was spooky.
Thinking of it brings it here. Draws it. Piques its interest.
I was able to cut off the magic that was holding Slate's arms. Do you think I can cut that off?
Think that you overestimate yourself, Hatsu.
No, I don't mean the person. I mean the magic that is holding you together.
As you said, family is not that of magicians. Maybe a tradition that you might be a bit out of your depth.
Hi.
I'm trying to keep you protected.
I know. But I don't understand why everybody thinks they can protect each other with secrets.
There will come a
Maybe
time,
we can
Hatsu.
find a solution together, even
We'll
if I'm
face
not
it.
proficient.
Soon. But not now.
Oh, does that person come?
Very likely they will.
Should I be prepared with something? Is there like a special way to say hello or thank you? There's a lot I have to do at home, so I don't want to be rude.
Just a gift.
Hi.
Formality.
I will
Give
come up
chicken.
with something.
Give Chicken my flute and send him into the woods. But not to Hatsu.
Chicken takes about 5 feet, stops and looks back, kind of uncertainly, waiting for confirmation.
I nod.
Chicken moves forward, silently runs in a way that probably startles Hatsu, Weslyn, and Amadriana. They run towards the water, but they don't sink. They run along the water, then reaching the other side, the shore bank, and run straight into the tree line.
Doesn't surprise me at all at this point, actually.
Fair enough.
This thing makes chickens come out of fucking thin air. Like, him running on water is probably the least likely thing I'd be worried about.
Fair enough.
And now we wait. It's well received. Formalities, Hatsu.
Understand. I will leave you some time to think about what's gonna happen. And do we need a code word or something if things go wrong? If we can't say names or think about things, you know? It's difficult for me.
If things go wrong, Hatsu, we're all dead.
I don't know. I think the dragon can help.
Keep your faith in whatever you need to keep your faith in, Hatsu.
Oh, it's not only the dragon, we also have the bee. Don't underestimate the bee.
Sure.
I'm just trying to say, you're not alone with this, Weslyn.
No, I'm not alone.
You kinda are, but you are not if you understand. Because you're the only one that knows and nobody knows, so you're alone with the knowledge to know. But you're not alone, because we with you.
I wouldn't worry about it right now, Hatsu. In time, this will be something that we will have to discuss. But for now, I believe that you are all safe. I've laid claim to
Well, alright, let me just reinsure that a little bit. And you see him going on his knees, and he's kind of starting to hum like, Mother of Light, Creator of Shadows, send us a bee for those who are in need. And he wouldn't stop until the next morning.
A bell rings out from deep within the woods. Old, ancient, and heard by all. What the rest are you doing?
Eos is coming down.
Can I, if it's okay, can I go with you very last? I really want to make sure that this gets the focus it needs. Is that okay?
All right.
Thank you, because I know what you want to do, and I want to do this, and I want to give it the focus it deserves. It's
That
very,
scares me.
very hard to follow what you're planning. So I think you should go last, okay? Perfect.
Yeah.
I will give you the time you need, though, for it, okay? On that note, there will be no post-show tonight, but we will finish, hopefully, with Azazaki here, okay? If it's okay, I'll jump to other people. I'll come back to you, Rory.
Couple of pints, I think.
I'll get the tavern music. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we can speed run it. So I dash lead the two boys down to the Waving Mother's table and walk in and just go, Gojo! How's it going?
Dash!
I brought friends. They have stories.
You have friends? That's unbelievable.
How have you been, my friend?
It's good to see you. As always,
Likewise.
slides the beer over.
Catch it. Slate? Beer?
Takes it, doesn't say a word, and just starts drinking it all. You can see it pouring down the sides of his face, just drinking the whole thing, and then puts it down on the table, wipes it on his sleeve, and goes, "Oh, another."
He's had a rough couple of months.
I was originally joking, but that's why not?
And Eldrin, water.
Yeah.
Go. Water for my friend. He's of the cloth, so you know.
He begins to slide a beer over, and then like one for Aldrin as well. He slides another over to Slate, and he was about to slide one over to Aldrin, and he's like, just pours it back into the little keg thing they have, and then he just like washes it a little bit and swirls it around, and then just pours water into the same cup and just slides it over.
That's even better though, because he gets water, but it tastes like beer. That's amazing.
0-0.
It's a beer 0, yeah.
Any gossip for me, Kojo, before I go sit with the lads?
Same gossip as every night. Everyone in this town is dull as shit. Hey! And then another customer comes in.
Give Slate a little while. He might liven things up with a bit of music. Quite talented.
Just play the spoons. Looks like he plays the spoons. Like
Lyre,
that pale,
something.
gaunt face of a spoon player.
He does. No, something with strings.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna take out my lute on that and just play
This exact song.
a gentle chord, something just showing like a little bit of talent, like a
brown
preview
note.
of that's it, yeah. And then as people's ears prick up or whatever, if they're not used to it, then I'll just kind of roll my eyes and my shoulders and just be like, all right, let's do this, and just, you know, go into the rigmarole of walking around table to table and, you know, entertaining the masses, and, you know, like the hat out for coin type of thing, and just make a night of it, keep the drinks flowing, and see if I can make a couple of coin while we're there. But mostly it's about the entertainment of it all, just to pass the time and let the hair down.
And with that, I will give you your stolen honor back. I will add 1 honor to your sheet as you create a renowned experience for the people of Azazaki, building on top of what Dash did. And I give you your stolen honor back from last week.
What I'll do is
Immediately squander it.
based on the little tour that I've got of it and the few places that I've seen on the way down to the bow makers, and obviously hearing about Dash's, all the things that have happened to bring it up, I'm going to do an embellishment where I'm going to sing a song about, you know, how the world will talk of this place, and how, you know, saying how great it is and how clean it is, and how, you know, how great it is basically. So just, you know, patting them on the back about every little thing that I've seen or heard, and just, yeah, feel good song kind of thing.
You know, when a bard plays their instrument, people tend to be inspired and give inspiration to the group.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
You could thank Slate for that. It's technically bardic inspiration, but bardic DM inspiration.
Do you want a performance check?
I didn't, but now I do.
Richard.
Anything under a 10, I'm taking an inspiration back. Everyone loses inspiration.
That's... Oof.
Oh,
And he said anything under a 10. That's exactly a 10.
So I will use my inspiration to get inspiration back.
Fine. You can use your inspiration to keep your inspiration. 17. Much better.
And then
You
get
use
my
your inspiration, and then I will give you your inspiration back. You're fine. Outstanding use of inspiration.
oh dear.
The Gaul. Charles the Gaul.
Just before we go to sit down with, well, I assume Eldrin, while Slate's going around, I'll just turn to Kojo and be like, be heading off in a couple of days. I've had a burning question I've been meaning to ask you since I got here.
That burning sensation probably isn't.
No, you clever fuck. Why do you spend so long watching the sea?
What else am I going to do around here? It's not like we've got an amphitheater or...
It's like you're waiting for someone, and I was just curious.
When I was a boy,
if it's too much,
my mom went out on a boat and she just didn't come back. She said she was going to... No, I like the sea. It's a nice... Good things come from the sea. We live on a lake though, so I probably wouldn't call it the sea. It's more...
Well, yeah.
Water, a body of water. But you're from Palperoth, right? So I wouldn't expect you to really know the difference.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, for what it's
mostly
worth,
around-
you're from Belperoth, but you're all right.
I appreciate it. I'll reach out and shake his hand.
I'm glad you're going though, because I'm getting pretty sick of hearing people come in here and shooting your praises because it's just dash this and dash that.
I rather they didn't, but look, it is what it is.
Spending a lot of time at the Tintriac place. You know Rain?
I do. Yeah.
She's good people.
Family friend. She is. Yeah. Met her husband. Good man.
He was.
Still is, I hope. Hey, look. Optimistic to the very end. What can I say?
How unPelperoth the interview.
That's a common trait of mine, I must say. Anyway, thanks for the hospitality, Kojo. I don't know when I'll be back, but
Question for
call it when I
question.
am. Sure, shoot.
Is her kid all right? We know there's a kid. We just never, see them. And like, it's very secretive, and you ask her about it, and like, I don't know. It's more concern
So
that I
far as
ask
I know,
for.
it's-
I'm not just considered a nosy neighbor.
Yes, so far as I know, fairly solid family. Nothing but good vibes.
Bring him over sometime, if you're willing. Be nice to meet him.
I'll extend the invitation for sure.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks again. I assume the music's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. No, he's good. Just remember, if I can give you one piece of advice for your journey ahead. Lake, sea, lake, sea. You can see a lake, but that doesn't make it the sea.
I know. Good talk.
Always is.
Adrian, you finished puking?
Oh, come on. I just cleaned the floor.
No, you won't have any trouble out of me. If you do, I'll clean it, I promise. I'm all good.
You sure? You've been kind of quiet tonight. It's almost like you weren't here for half of the conversation that we had.
Have you ever...
No.
You look like a man of the cloth. Have you ever visited the Temple of Tempestus? It's over in...
I was actually going to ask.
Oh, good.
Bozo here said he ventured off to a temple, and yeah.
Yeah, the temple.
It's
Yeah.
actually just over there. It's about 2 buildings that way.
So the temple is 2 buildings this way, and he's talking about climbing a big mountain.
Oh, there's more temples. That's a different thing. That I don't think that has anything to do with just Tempestus. That's like a whole holy thing.
God's
People go
plural.
there. They like pilgrimage up the mountain. They go there. They touch rocks. It's like a whole thing.
It's not just touching. It's probably more than that, but
I mean, no
I
disrespect.
appreciate it.
It's just, I mean, you don't seem to know much about it. You're kind of being condescending to me for no reason if you don't know about it.
No. It's not that. No, it's just
Okay.
there's more than touching.
Dash, what's this guy's problem? He seems to want to. You want to fight? Want to go outside? We'll take this outside.
No.
Hey, look, it's a
not
priest
that.
in a bar. He's out of his depth. It's okay. It's just a
Right. Okay. Yeah, can't punch a holy man, especially one in
It's-
glasses. That feels like bullying.
It's,
You can punch a hole in a man, though. Hey,
sit down.
sorry.
He laughs a little too hard at Dash's joke. He's like,
Yeah.
it's gonna drive Eos
Yeah.
crazy how much the people of Azazaki love Dash. They have all the time in the world for Dash, man.
Eos and Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're probably like sitting down just at a table, or are we at the bar?
You were at the bar, but you can move to a table if you like.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, you better run away.
You can't pudge me, or else you'll have to say lots of prayers.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Oh, holy Tempestus. Don't think he's listening, pal.
That's kind of condescending, but I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Take it on the no one. You'd know.
Can you two stop picking fights with each other? You pair of fuckers.
See, this started from the fact that you didn't even introduce me to him, so it was already on a bad vibe from the start.
I did.
Hey
So
man,
he's
be
my
nice to
friend.
Dash.
I got turtles.
He's trying his best, man.
It's all right, Gojo. Thank you. Come here, Aldrin. Let's go sit over here.
Hey, wait. Eldrin?
Yeah?
I'm just fucking with you. Here, have a clean water.
This one's nice, but I'll take the other one too. Thanks. I'll take both.
You can have both. Hydration's important. Stay hydrated.
I knew you weren't bad.
There's an
See,
eclipse,
this is why I didn't want to
tonight.
punch you or anything. So
Oh, it's good you didn't. Yeah, no, I would have had to. I know at least 3 forms of martial arts.
oh, we have one of those guys. Yeah.
Gojo, do you know that Eldrin here is a fantastic singer?
Is he?
Huh.
Well, I mean, your friend over there is playing a mean lute. I mean, why don't you
Yeah.
you should join him? What do you know? Do you know any Christy Moore?
No. No.
I'm just fucking with you, Gojo.
Oh, I see. He looks like he's got a pair of pipes on him, but probably just sings church hymns, I would imagine.
Just the one, Gojo. I'll sit down for now, though.
Just the one pipe?
Yeah. I'll sit down for now,
I'll
though.
spread the word.
Wait till I meet my god first. Then I'll settle. That's okay.
It's very final. Well, enjoy.
You good, Eldrin?
I'm doing very good. Apart from the getting sick, but yeah, time's passed. Things are good.
Actually,
Yeah.
okay. After all the 1,000 years in a book, or
Yeah, it was. Look, it was kind of weird, but it kind of led me to know things about myself, but also like grow. Also, I'm not awkward as shit anymore. Not as awkward as shit anymore, but somehow also kind of fight with barmen at times. It's kind
I
of
was
weird.
gonna say this whole interaction was awkward as shit.
Well,
But
I'm not awkward with
okay.
yous, but yeah, do you know? Come here, and I just lean in and give him a hug, and I'll be like,
Oh, missed you, buddy.
I missed you because, like, one, like, obviously I was like afraid of like what was going on, but also I was trapped in a book. Couldn't actually be like, hey, are you okay, Dash? And we got out, and now you're here, and it's great. But yeah, I was worried about you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I was worried about you too. All of you, really.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, one day we're at school, next one I'm trapped in pages, and I used to write on pages, and it just seems really weird. But again, we're all kind of a little bit unique and weird in our own beautiful ways. But yeah, I definitely want to like explore the idea of going to a temple and kind of solidifying my fate. I really want to, because you kind of pressed a question earlier about like, did I always kind of follow Tempestus, and kind of it's like a flick the switch, and that's why I kind of wanted to follow you to just follow up on that and just yeah, I kind of feel like it's just I followed that from my parents, but also like in the book, and I don't know if any of the guys explained this to you, but in the book I saw things, saw a lot of things. We all saw a lot of things, but for me, I saw a lot of people not liking me in some scenarios. A lot of people liking me in some scenarios. Nearly every time I died. And the first time you see yourself dying, it's kind of, okay, what the hell? But after like 4 or 5 times, it's like, you just feel numb. Looking at it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I've always had in my mind and my heart Tempestus, but then there's then there was that pull towards, you know,
The one we don't talk about.
yeah, but then in the book there was more, and they all had different outcomes, and everything was just different. And Tempestus didn't like necessarily call out to me, and it was like they were all wanting me to go to them. It was like they all were like, "Hey, this is what I got. This is what I could give you." Tempestus didn't do that, and now I'm kind of sitting here thinking, does he not want me, or did he not show me because I already know what I have for him? Or
Or he feels like he doesn't have to sell you on it.
yeah, like, yeah, it's just, there's so many questions, and now I feel like I need to, like, and I think it was, I still have a little bit of a headache from just not being hydrated, and I take a sip of my drink, and I'm like,
So
I think it was a Madriana that said, like, have I ever spoke to Tempestus? And no, I haven't. And if I can commune with my god, I think I have to. I need to.
if I understand religion, and I don't, but I don't think many people who follow religions actually get to exchange conversations with their gods.
And I lean in real quiet, and I just say, not everybody is like me.
Oh, yeah.
Not
So-
everybody can do the things I can do. I can't do everything you can do, but
Oh, you could do everything I could do. Don't worry about it. It just takes practice. But if I'm to understand you correctly, your chosen god is your chosen god because it was your parents' chosen god,
yeah, it's
and you just never really questioned it.
honestly, no, I'm only questioning it now. It's like all that's gone on.
I think it's human nature to wrestle with the lessons that our parents leave for us. I mean, I can give you an example from myself. One of my dad's lasting memories was never kneel to the ground, and I've just kind of taken that for granted for most of my life until I started looking into it myself and realized he was right in his goals, maybe not his methods, but there's value in their lessons, but you have to fill it out with what you learn yourself.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents, but it's good to question it, and you'll find your way.
Yeah. It's like you're taught one way to cut down a tree, but then you meet someone who does that as their job and shows you 10 ways to cut down a tree. Or you
Yeah.
meet Weslyn and says, don't cut down the tree or else, you know.
Bad things
But-
will happen, yeah. Something about an HOA, don't know what that is.
But that's the thing, it's like my parents guiding me on this path. Did I put myself on this path? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it was already laid out for me, or I don't know. I've never questioned. But now I'm questioning it because I've seen so many other outcomes, but also I died in every single one of those fucking outcomes, so I don't want to go down that path and die. But maybe that's the journey. Maybe that's it.
For what
Maybe-
it's worth, if I can prevent your death, I will.
If I can prevent anybody's death, I want to. But
For what it's
big
worth,
thing,
if I can prevent your death, I might.
thank you, Slate. I didn't realize you were listening. I just heard the music getting louder. I was too engrossed in conversation.
For a moment there, when your conversation started, I thought this was some kind of impromptu bachelor party and you were getting married to a god. But then it took a turn, so I've just been curious.
There is no marriage going on. I don't know where this is coming from.
Can you marry
All I
people?
do is vomit a few times, and everybody's like, Eldrin's getting married. No.
I put on my best kind of cleric or, people who talk about doomsday type thing, and I do like we're gathered here today. I mean, I've got to take out my forgery kit. Technically, I could marry anyone.
I don't know the legality of that, but
I mean, just curious. I don't legally, could you oversee a marriage of two people?
yeah, I can. Yeah, I could.
I can create the documentation to go with it.
I could officially do it, but I appreciate it. You could maybe help me with practicing. I don't know, but I don't think I want to forge someone's marriage. And marriage is a sacred thing. It's a ceremony, matrimony. You don't forge that. Unless, look, you're doing something that you need to do because you know things, but that's fine.
That's neither here nor there.
Dash, is it the left or the right?
For what?
The hand that you're marrying, obviously.
Fuck's sake, Slate. Can you believe I missed you, you dickhead?
I mean, if you were throwing something at me, yes, I could believe you missed me.
Or if you walked away, to be fair,
Hugs them back.
I still missed that.
Did you enjoy your trip through my memory lane?
It was
It's a much more efficient way to tell a story, I'll be honest.
I mean, it was quicker. There was a lot less mentions of me, Palparoth. I mean, obviously more eloquent than that. So it's kind of like a streamlined version. So that I appreciated.
I wonder if we can just do that in future. Be a lot easier.
Eldrin, you're a witness. In future, when he has a big story to tell, that's how we're going to do it.
I mean, hopefully you fuckers will stick around for the big stories and not vanish into documentation.
Well, I mean,
when we came back, you ran away.
Did you do I have to explain the entire story to him again?
Look, I was kind of vomiting. I'll bother
Last time
someone
saying
else about it.
I didn't run away. I was under the command of Vathros. The final command was to return to him after destroying the book.
Oh. Where's he now?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh.
We know last known location.
Yeah.
You know what? I have enough, well, I don't have a play here, but you know, I have enough in my glass right now. It's already half full.
Yeah.
I'm happy not knowing anything about Vathros right now.
Well, we'll see him again. He owes me a favor, so I think when we go to get into Scorchwood, I'll call it in.
Yeah, Scorchwood, no thanks. Yeah.
Oh no, you're coming with us. We'll definitely need a holy man there.
It was interesting when we talked about going to Scorchwood. I know there was a lot of information back and forth and who did what and where, but you seem to just glide over the fact that I told you that I had a family and they were in Palparoth and could be in Scorchwood.
Yeah, we should probably dig into that.
I mean, no better time than now. Raises glass.
Sure. Name?
This is going to be a long story. We need to settle in, and I'm going to just motion to the barkeep for 3 more, and then I'm going to stop and be like, 2 more plus 1 more, as in 2 of the beers and 1 of the waters.
All right, we'll settle in, and I assume star wipe to Eos, and we pick that up next time.
I'm not even sure we need to pick it up technically. I think you know the gist of what he's about to say. You're just repeating what's in the book, right?
Yeah,
so it's
just letting him know that that Dash now knows what happened in the book. I'll start with Elias's story and his family and the journey and, you know, the powers and all the different things, and then I'll start to relate to the others because it would make sense. The conversation would flow that way until we, you know, are into the wee hours of the morning, and I'd imagine we're stumbling back. Well, I would be stumbling back to the Undercroft. That's where I said I was going to go, and, you know, Dash is either going upstairs or somewhere. I don't know.
Upstairs. Do I need to roll any history checks or anything to see if I recognize any names that pop up, etc.?
Nope.
Nope.
Pretty sure we didn't cover names in most cases, and I'm pretty sure it was very Slate focused narrative. I don't think there was anything that was a lore drop there for Dash. There are also like tens of thousands of people in Palperoth at any given time. So it's not unusual that you don't know that name. We're not talking a place like Azazaki with a few hundred people. We're talking like the biggest city in Arboris, which, or sorry, in Desolado, but in Arness, like in the Isles.
Yeah. So is it just for TLD, or it's just the Elias Holt thing that effectively
if Richard wants to, he can send notes of what he's recapping anyway, but pretty much we've definitely discussed this on stream already, so there's no point rehashing that, but it's just the time, his time in the book and what he saw. So
yeah, cool, perfect.
With that in mind.
Wait for the music change.
What do you mean? What music change? We can't afford those kind of things here. JK, there's a music change. Yes.
So, after a couple of hours of chatting to her mom, Eos gets a bit itchy. She heads down to the Undercroft. The way this works, as Eos goes down the stairs with the Undercroft, she goes through a iron gate. The iron gate opens by her touch. As she descends the stairwell, her skin turns from kind of a purplish hue to a grey. And there's a gleam on her skin. She feels the pain in her shoulder go away. Her back cracks. She stands up more straight. Her posture's correct. Her attitude slightly changes. A deep breath. She lets that beautiful, humid air into her. And she looks around, studying the way the books have been put by Dash upon the shelves. She moves them into the seraphic way that she would have originally. Instead of the common language, she puts them in the seraphic order. Bookshelf by bookshelf, going down the hallways, putting the pillows in the correct positions as she would expect. And she comes to a slow, as to her left, she walks past this mirror. And there's a mirror in the Undercroft. One made of pieces of stained glass. Each piece is older than the other, younger than the other. Some are crimson, some are green, some are indigo, some are black. And it creates this beautiful oval mirror with a black wood around it. And then she looks towards it. Yes. No. Yes. What's on the books? Yeah.
Let's talk.
Neos looks up to the mirror. She sees some other reflection. A woman who looks like her. Skin is grey, but her eyes are red. She wears a crown made of thorns and raven feathers, wearing a jacket with a high collar and shoulder pads.
Eos.
Yes, Dikisi.
Why is it you ignore me?
I try not to. It's just, I fear you in a way.
Good. Because I represent all the things you fear.
You left a gift, didn't you?
Oh, I have given you many gifts, Eos. In fact, I'm here to give you more.
Eos's left arm is forced to turn over. She's pointing her index and middle finger upside down towards the mirror. What is this?
You know not where your power comes from. But I do. You think these gifts are earned, but they're not. They are bestowed upon you You can change my stuff. You can wear different clothes. You can wear this false mask and pretend that this world doesn't deserve to burn at its core.
You saved my friends, though.
From more that you realize. You don't know what other abominations I scared from the Molten Crown that day, and how much trouble you were really in, foolishly messing with magics that none of you understand, betraying more powerful creatures, beings, demigods.
The power you possess, you, according to Hatsune Maedriana, you manipulated a volcano.
The only thing I'm manipulating is your path to put you in the right place. I give you visions, I speak to your friends, I give you everything, every ounce of power that you have coursing through your veins. Your
But I gave you everything. I gave you my pride. I gave you this body. When I died, when I was hung
Bullshit!
by that prick,
You are forged from me, not the other way around. And every second you walk in my skin is a gift that I should pry from your hands.
no.
You remember what I let you remember, you learn what I let you learn. But I am done raising you like a child, Eos. There are things coming, things that I have foreseen that you need to pay attention to. In the near future, I am going to give you one final vision, and I promise you, if you do not heed this warning, you will all suffer. And I will take control and do what I need to do.
Before you do that, I'll listen to your warning. What is this? What are you doing to my hand?
You're not nearly strong enough to face what is coming.
Okay.
You can boil tea with your hands all day long, but until you embrace the power that is coursing through us, your true lineage, you're wasting your potential. So it's time to speed things up. You can throw your little fire bolts all day, but they will do nothing but annoy your enemy. It's time for something bigger, Eos.
Okay. You saved my friends. I trust you. Make this trust worth it, Dikasi.
When the time comes, use this. And watch out. It is not a single target that will be damaged. This will rip away the flesh of every enemy in your path. But it will also sear your friends.
That's what we did to Mission.
Oh. I brought so much more to Mission. I rained fire from the sky and crushed what remained of that pitiful, sick, vile fucking place. And that was just the beginning. It won't hurt you anymore, Yos.
Okay. Okay. Eos retracts her left hand and she looks dead in the eye towards the bleeding red eyes. You saved them. I'll save myself.
If you fail me again, you will be locked behind this mirror and I will do what must be done. I treat you with a kindness, but never forget that what I have given can be taken away. They trust you. Abuse that trust. Get what you need and survive. I am weakened by the events of the past, but I am healing.
Every day, I go stronger.
Every moon gives me power. Every blood moon gives me life. You think your magic comes from the stars, from the gods? Children's tales, Eos.
That's what the book said.
The book lied. You,
Are we one?
one day. You need to stop believing in the lies of those around you. They are using you. They want to hurt you. Everyone you have ever met has always led you down the same path. Either they end up taking you to that well, or they end up lost on a ship at sea. I tried to warn you, you did not heed it. Consequences on all that rained down on that ship that day. If you ignore my next warnings, nobody
It
will
was you
stop
this whole
you.
time.
You find the scales unbalanced because of my power, Eos. Your mind split in two, but you are not strong enough yet. When we are perfectly balanced, then we become one. You are weak. You're an adolescent growing. Go to school, for fuck's sake.
What else could I do? He showed up.
You boil kettles. When the people that come to you and call you a monster could have the flesh boiled from their bones, I wouldn't even flinch.
Okay. I'll get stronger. I'll do it.
That's what is best for both of us, Eos. Here's the advice that I will give you. There's something important coming in Dash's path.
Right.
Follow him. And when the time is right, you will hear and learn of a stone. Bring the boy there.
The boy.
Bring the boy there.
Ekdikasi. What boy?
Bring the fucking boy to the stone. Go. Your mother's waiting.
What? Boy?
Goodbye, Eos.
Oh, Ekdikasi.
You hear your mother from above. Eos, you alright?
No. There's a stone and a boy and... Oh, what time
Are you
is it?
reading
Mom?
that book again about the sword and stone?
It's a good one. The Page Master is really good too, but what time is dinner? What are we having?
Eos. Dinner was 4 or 5 hours ago. You still hungry?
No, we need to have a talk. Niels, heads up to the house.
You step outside to get some air and you look across the waters and see a dragon made of fire appear and disappear into the sky. Symbolic? Appropriate timing? Hard to tell.
What? Boy!
That's where we'll end the session.
Dash's son is going to be a sacrifice.
Okay, maybe I'll go warlock after all.
Sure, it's a shame we don't have a post show today, huh?
Dash's son got melted before one.
Stoned to death, and now he's really dead.
Next episode's title is already sorted. What boy?
In the next
I
episode,
just imagine Eos like, what boy? And Eldrin next to her, what god?
I love this thing though that like we're all playing Valheim and Eos is playing Dark Souls. Like
Elden Ring.
yeah.
Pokemon.
I will
baby's
answer.
gonna take a swim.
I will answer what boy with something that a dear friend of mine has coined and kept alive in my heart. Spoilers. We'll catch up next week when we continue. Maybe with a full table. We're getting there. We almost have the point where from start to finish we've had a full table. We're right there. It's been a long summer, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Shame it's only going to last a few weeks.
That's it. And Kian, you're just in time to return because you recap next week because it was Ryan's turn this week.
Yeah, recap's gonna be what fucking boy until we get naked.
My friends, thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. We love you very much. We saw the raid.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Roll Forth, you guys are great.
Yay, roll forth.
And thank you so
Roll
much.
forth and conquer.
And thank you so much for all the support in chat. We love you very much. It has been a very heavy RP session. It's great to have you back, Kian. It's great that all of you were here. Thank you, Kyle, for joining us. I know your day has been hella stressful. John literally landed in the country at 7 a.m. this morning. Thank you for being here. I don't know how the hell you did that because that was a long-ass trip you took to just get to this point to be here today. So thank you so much. Richard, you're allowed to go to bed now. Thank you so much. You can catch my friends here on their respective channels. I will put them in chat, but you can catch Busy on his stream Tuesdays and Thursdays on twitch.tv/busybee. And you can catch Rhino on... You gave me the days earlier. I'm so sorry. What were the days again?
Thursday to Sunday.
Thursday to Sunday. You can catch Ryan probably for 1 million hours streaming nonstop. Literally, he doesn't turn off his stream at this point on twitch.tv/deranged rhino. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We love you. Follow us. Be here. We have What Boy coming next week. So
Join the Discord.
Don't forget to mention every Friday, extra play.
our own streams. I didn't mention that. On Friday, we have extra play. Mr. Busy is going to be probably streaming PoE because we are deep in it at the moment. We might even have Mr. Kyle join us. I should hopefully be there as well. And I'm looking forward to it. Oh,
do my
and
best.
our friends Solid 10 D&D, please give them a follow as well. I'm going to be on their stream in the near future. Solid,
September
I haven't
27th.
forgotten. I'm so sorry. I'll
Ken
set up
is
the account.
live,
I'm so
not being a
sorry.
DM.
That's it, exactly. And
Nice
Mr.
change.
Rory, you might find him streaming on our channel at intermittent times.
Saturday.
He's going to stream on
Expedition.
Saturday. Nice.
33. Yeah.
You can always find out what time Rory is streaming by being a member of the Discord because he puts it in the events section there because his time is limited during the week, so he picks it and chooses it as we go. Or just turn on the notifications.
Turn on notifications.
Jay, that is correct. My forever DM streak is broken. I shall be a player in a game. Thank you so much. All right. That's all our publicity out of the way. Thank you so much. We love you. We will catch up with you next week. Thank you for being here. Vamp. I didn't fucking set up a raid.
Oh shit!
I forgot.
So
Because I'm not used to do that here. Vamp.
we can thank the podcast. Thank you, podcast. We love you so much.
They got the whole show this time. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the whole show this time.
did.
Podcast. Yay.
Yeah, if you want the post shows, come and fucking follow us.
And for the raid, we'll all say "What boy."
Just hijack someone.
but
else's
all
stream.
in the-
What boy?
All in the
channel
tone
called
of Kratos, though. Boy, what boy?
I owe an apology to the raid because to the raid we got today because I said roll forth. It was roll 4 who did it, and we will pass it back to roll forth who are also streaming. So we'll
Roll
go
4,
all the way
roll 4.
around. So we grew their name out a little bit. Thank you so much, roll 4. I am so sorry. I butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Roll 4. Please give them a follow. Thank you so much, and please enjoy the sultry rolls of roll forth because they are fantastic, and I am. Like, this is probably my most watched D&D channel, to be honest, outside of
What
outside
do we
of ours,
say
of
when we
course.
raid?
What do we say?
What
We
boy?
say Orc Raid.
Can we say what boy?
We said
What
what boy?
Boy!
For fuck's sake.
What boy?
I'll start working on the t-shirts.
Multi boy.
Multi-boy. Could be twins.
Multi boy pass sacrifice.
That's
Listen,
it.
Dash has got to
Multi-boy
pray he
pass
gets
was
twins
10.
so that when one of them gets murdered, the other one's still about.
So he still has one to give back to Listen. Perfect.
This is definitely how the channel gets banned. Multi-boy and so on.
Oh my god. All right, get out of here. We're raiding.
I mean, get it that way. Dash can make more babies, right?
Hey, he did roll a 4.
Meat for the meat press.
Jesus. All right, roll for it. Thank you so
for
much.
the meat press.
Thank you. That is the end of our stream. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
What boy?
Fuck's sake.